Okay.
All right.
There we are.
I think we've done it.
We've done it. What's up, everybody? Happy Thursday.
I do believe we've done it. 8:05. Not bad. Not bad. But then again, based off of last week, 8:05 looks damn near on time, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Absolutely. I mean, it's basically on time.
Basically on time. It's basically on time, and we'll take that. I'm just going to wait, and there's a little bit of lag. I'm just going to make sure before we get into it. Got it. Love it. All right. With us today, we have Jimmy Watson, former
One and only
Marine, former Blackwater mercenary, former Navy SEAL, and current social media influencer extraordinaire.
That is correct.
I don't know what you're doing with a shirt on and without your Vipers.
Didn't recognize you there, Jimmy.
But I believe this is Jimmy Watson.
This is my wife's t-shirt.
And with us, we have Jimmy too. We have Magnet.
What's up?
Joining us. Of course, we got Drew behind the controls, so you know it's going to be an iffy,
Terrible.
technical
Yeah.
live.
We're going to have glitches.
We're going to have glitch. He doesn't. Oh,
There's
the camera
one.
did glitch. But that's right. We're getting better at that. Anyway, guys, Drew, go ahead and bring it up. Thank you so much for joining us. It's going to be a fun one, as it always is. And speaking as always, this live podcast is brought to you by Elevated Silence. Use Tier 1 as a promo code for 15% off. Elevated Silence builds phenomenal products that make life more enjoyable for everyone. Their engineers and product development team work with science of silence. They have had cans for everything from 300 Norma to 22 Short. Each is finished with a proprietary coating that prevents carbon buildup inside the suppressor. 22s are the exception. They offer every mounting option you could want. The Dura HD 556 gives minimal blowback while still delivering top noise reduction. And their new 30 cal line and 3D printed titanium is here. Elevated Silence just wants to make the world a quieter place. Please go to elevatedsilence.com, promo code Tier1 for 15% off, and get you a silencer. This is where sometimes we do the intro video, but no.
No.
Not during live.
Fool us once.
Not during a live. Jimmy, you know the story behind that?
No, what happened?
Oh, man. Was it did we get away with it on our very first live? Did it happen on our very first one? Anyway, it's happened to us twice. YouTube, although our intro video we can use it doesn't flag it for the recorded ones, but I'm telling you, YouTube is on it when it comes to lives. They don't like talking about things that go pew pew on a live. Mm-hmm. They don't like guns shooting, not on a live. And so when our intro video goes on during the live, they shut us down. Like, oh, guns are being used, people are shooting people, the AI goes crazy and just cancels the live.
You got to be careful. You don't want to get sued.
Again. I don't want to get sued again.
The second time.
One is enough. Let me get through this one.
Okay, too soon. Sorry.
There might be. It's your boy.
It's my boy.
It's your boy.
No.
Yeah.
Don't put this on me, dude. Don't y'all. I get blamed for a lot of things.
That's the Flipper family.
That's the last thing I need right now.
But you won't take that one.
No.
Okay. All right. Let's see what we want to kick this thing off with. The Grammys. How about that? Did anyone here watch the Grammys?
No. Cricket.
No one here watched the Grammys?
No, but I know what's coming. It's that girl, the Pocahontas, who was on stage that said something about the land being free.
Old Billy Eilish?
And she lives in an $11 million mansion or something.
14 million.
Yeah. So,
14 million?
So they, I've researched this, which
Dang.
It's kind of crazy. I've heard everyone say everything from it's 3 million to 5 million to 11 million.
I heard 3 million today. Then I bumped it up to 11.
I can tell you what it is. It's more than anyone in this room of a house is ever going to buy. And I also know this. In fact, what the Grammys. For 2 years in a row now, their viewership has plummeted. So glad.
Right.
When are you guys going to
Right.
learn that's not what America wants to hear? America doesn't want to hear people that parade around and sing about the most disgusting of things. Tell us what's moral and right.
It's gay.
Yeah.
Can
Very
you-
gay.
Can you believe that? They have the audacity to stand up there and tell us what the real world should look like.
No,
you sing songs for a living. Shut up.
Yeah, I was telling you today. It's like and I've worked for a couple billionaires, like bees, real billionaires, and
Right.
it is strange. It's a really strange thing. They even may have came
Right.
from harder times, but when you live in that environment with pretentious, rich people all the time, it's like they run out of things to talk about. So it's like the most weirdest conversations happen amongst billionaires, and I really think it's being sheltered in that fluff that they're just like, oh, you know what? I'm going to be totally wacko and get on stage and say weird things like her. You know, that guy went to her house and literally was like, hey, if it's the Indians' land, let me in.
Yeah. You don't hear that beeping?
Yeah, I hear it.
Can you figure that out for me, Magnet? Next time you hear the beeping, can you not hear that beeping?
The beep, 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 beep.
Okay.
Oh,
Keep your
it's not
headphones
going
off
on
for a second.
now.
I know, but it will. Keep your headphones off for a second and fix it if you don't mind, please. So what all of them we're talking, are about ice out and F ice
Yeah, F
and all
ice.
that. It's so insane. But old Billy Eilish went a step further and she said there are no illegal people on stolen land.
Profound.
Very profound, and the crowd goes wild. I mean, that's how detached they are.
Right.
It's insane. You live in a massive house by the beach, so you live on stolen land. You live on stolen land. Then see, that's the problem.
Not giving it back anytime soon.
Once you go down that road, so basically, what you want, and this is the left's problem all the time. They want you to do something about it, but they won't. I would almost respect them more if they were this naive and this stupid, but they walk the walk and talk the talk. But she doesn't. She believe. If you truly believe this is stolen land, then you need to find an Indian and give your house to him.
Exactly. And that guy came to her house. There's a video about that guy.
Oh, that's coming up.
You got that?
Yeah, that's coming up.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I saw that today. I was like,
Yep.
exactly.
So let's talk about a few other things Billie Eilish hates. She hates, she's very pro or for the global warming.
Right. Of course. Yeah.
Of course, because it's cool
Yeah.
for you to be in that area. Her house is 6 miles away from the Grammys.
Right.
What do you think she took home?
A big ass jet.
That's right. 6 miles away, she flew her jet
Right.
home. It was a minute and a half
Right.
of a flight. She dumped more carbon, so she dumped more CO2 more than likely than your car will all year long.
Bro.
on a 6 mile, minute and a half from takeoff to landing flight on her jet.
Yeah, my buddy was on Al Gore's Detail, and he said that he literally would go to these speeches about, because he really started it. I think he was at the genesis of this whole
For sure.
weird thing,
For sure.
global warming, and the entire seminar that he would be in there hours. Their entire convoy of SUVs, up armored SUVs, which just burn through gas, would be running the entire time. I mean, like, I think it comes down to hypocrisy, man.
It's hypocrisy.
That's what people
Absolutely.
people hate. That it's the core of everything. Our issues are hypocrisy.
Yeah. Drew, pull up the video. Let's the very first one there, the Joey Vata's up. One more. There you go.
Billy.
And I
Billie
love this.
Eilish is having a very bad week. After the dust settles from her Grammy speech and all the online banter regarding what she said, which if you haven't heard it, she said this.
No one is illegal on stolen land.
Crowd
Let's
goes
now
wild.
move from hilarious comments and posts and tweets into an actual attorney getting involved, and not just any attorney. One of LA's, if not the most prominent eviction attorney by the name of Avi Sinai. On his website, he lists eviction defense and trial representation when the stakes are high. And I don't think the stakes can be much higher than this. And look at that smile. He looks like he means business. On X, Avi stated this. For immediate release, Sinai Law Firm is offering to evict Billy Eilish from her Los Angeles home on a pro bono basis on behalf of the Tongva tribe. Sinai Law Firm is the premier eviction law firm in the county. He goes on to say Eilish's admission that she lives on stolen land gives the tribe a rightful action for possession as the true owner of the property. The 30-day notice is already written and ready to be served.
I love it.
So this has gone from comical.
It won't go anywhere, and I hate that it won't.
It's not. Of course not.
But words matter, and he's right. If you admitted that you live on stolen land and leave it to those native Indians, they'll find a loophole. They will find a way to make money to grab something.
Yeah,
like
man.
they're like that. And
Yeah.
so they're like, "Oh, you admitted that you're on my land? Well, then that's my house." And as stupid as that is a logical argument.
It is. Even better though is that guy's marketing. You have to just take it back and appreciate the fact that the eyeballs that he's going to get just
for
just
sure.
for trolling.
Oh,
yeah.
for sure. It's tier 1 trolling.
Tier 1.
Tier 1 trolling.
Yeah.
And let's go to the next video down. And there's something else I want to point out about this. Just again, the hypocrisy. I love it.
It's hypocrisy.
Billy, we are here because this is stolen land, Billy, and we think we should be given access to your quite lovely $3 million mansion.
With a wall and a gate.
There you go.
Right.
Hello, Ben Leo from The Late Show Live on GB News. Do you remember when Billy Eilish said this at the Grammys?
No one is illegal on stolen land. Nice is all I want to say, sorry.
Well, Billy reckons there's no such thing as an illegal human because we're all on stolen land. So we're here in Billy's quite posh neighborhood in Los Angeles. Let's go and see if she practices what she preaches.
Of course she does.
If she sticks by her merits, she'll have no problem with me waltzing in, maybe making a cup of coffee or a tea. $3 million home. She's got some paddocks out the back,
bet
with
you it's more than
stables
$3
and
million.
horses.
Yeah.
For that place.
It's got to
We
be.
could go for a
I
horse
mean,
ride.
we're
I'm
LA,
sure she'd have no
that
problem with it
place?
because
Huge.
she stood up on the stage at the Grammys, tens of thousands of people watching in the audience, millions around the
Not
world.
a lot
The
of
clip's
homeless
gone viral.
people in her
There we go.
area either.
No, they
Bins
they
around,
make sure
bins
they're
around.
out.
probably get
First of
those-
all, isn't that ironic?
rid of.
Massive gates keeping
guarantee.
people out. I thought Billy didn't believe in borders.
Yeah. Border Billy.
And you know what? I bet Billie Eilish
Well,
hates
according
the
to the,
idea of a border wall
Driveway. Billy
around
does believe
our
in borders.
country.
He
Oh,
believes in
horrible.
massive gates keeping people out.
Would you not consider that a border wall around
Cameras
her
up there
own
as well.
house?
The lights are on, so somebody must be home. Let us in, please, Billy. We are here because this is stolen land, Billy, and we think we should be given access to your quite lovely $3 million mansion.
No?
And such is Billy's concern for security and privacy. It's surrounded by pretty decent security fencing. Very nice indeed. Massive security hedges as well. She's taken a lot of concern and time to make sure she's got some privacy, as you'd expect. Oh, there we go. At
Got a
the
sign that says
$3
stay off the
million
grass, too.
Los Angeles pad of Billie Eilish. She reckons
Stay off
nobody's
this
illegal
land.
because we're all on
Stay off
stolen
this
land
land.
anyway. But
Yeah.
when it comes to her own house here in LA,
It's unbelievable. In fact, and they've been doing this for years. You guys remember when the great state of Florida pushed up some illegal aliens up to Martha's Vineyard?
Yes.
Remember
they
that?
were pissed.
All those rich lefties that were telling Florida, you guys should have all these illegal aliens in your state. You guys are
Oh,
jerks.
okay.
You
Then,
guys
we'll
are
send them their way.
Right.
Yeah.
So we sent them their way, and they freaked out. I guess
Freaked out. What about Biden? He remember when he was all about no walls, no border, take down the border, and then he literally was making an $800,000. I think it was $800,000 or more fence around his beach home. They were spending tons of, it might have been millions on this wall around his beachfront property.
it's just the classic for the plebes, you guys have to do this. 2 sets of rules. They want 2 sets of rules, and that's just it's everything they rail against is what their lives actually show.
It's classic communist leadership.
Exactly. It couldn't be any more communistic in the way it plays out in real life. She's not the only one that annoys me. In fact, probably most of them do. Bad Bunny.
Oh no, Bad Bunny.
Do you know who Bad Bunny is?
I had to look him up.
You had to look him up.
I heard you mention him. I thought it was a girl or something.
You know,
Bad
actually,
Bunny, but guess it's
I
not.
respect you more for not knowing who Bad Bunny is.
I appreciate that. I need all the respect I can get. You know?
We're gonna pull the couch. I'm 50-50 on this, but I believe you have. Jimmy too? Have you heard of Bad Bunny?
I had no idea who he was until the new Happy Gilmore 2 came out. Somebody was like, "Did you like Bad Bunny in it?" And I was like, "Who is that?" He goes, "It was the caddy," and I was like, "Oh,
Yeah, I don't know why, but when you started that out, I thought you were doing a Trump impersonation. I don't know why.
I thought he was denying it because you said it was cool to deny it. You know, everybody's like, "No, I don't know Bad." Who?
Magnet, do you know who Bad Bunny is?
No.
Hey, great answer, brother. Wait. Why would you call yourself Bad Bunny? I mean, that's crazy right there. That's wild.
It's a pretty dumb name if you ask me. Drew, for Yahtzee, do you know who Bad Bunny is?
It goes without saying that I had no idea who Bad Bunny is. And
No, you did, Drew.
And
Come
I
on.
was shocked to find out that Bad Bunny was a guy. Because when I heard Bad Bunny for the first time, I thought I sounded like a girl name.
I figured, because I don't know, maybe your daughter or your sons may have
Yeah, my
introduced
18-year-old
you
daughter
to-
knows
I'm
who
sure.
it is, but
So
I had to ask her.
So he's an idiot, and you know, of course, he hates ICE as well.
They all do,
And
yeah.
the biggest thing in the news with him is he is the Super Bowl halftime show, and I'm a little tired of the lack of diversity in the Super Bowl halftime show. Where's the diversity in the Super Bowl halftime show? Does rock music is it not a thing anymore? When's the last time we had rock music at the Super Bowl halftime? And I could be completely wrong.
No, they've gone to shit.
I forget who the last teams to play in the Super Bowl. So I can't remember.
I think this one though, it's Bad Bunny and Green Day. I could be wrong.
That's the first time I've heard that.
That's the first time I've heard of Green Day.
The
being
chats will
there.
tell us.
Yeah, they'll tell us.
I think Green Day's in it, but again,
That'd be nice.
So a guy who hates the ICE, hates our laws, really doesn't sing in our language, is going to be the halftime show. In fact, he was proud about it. It's like, you guys better start learning Spanish. That's who's singing at America's sport.
Again, it goes back to people like they hate cops, but who's the first person they call when they need help? It's the cops.
For sure. So this is how far Horrible Bunny has gone. He previously skipped touring in the continental United States to prevent his fans from being targeted by immigration authorities. He's criticized the Trump administration's response to Hurricane Maria in Puerto Rico. Of course, my stance is always this. And of course, Puerto Rico is an American territory.
Yeah, right.
And we should support them, and we did. Mm-hmm. But a lot like most of these natural disasters, your first line of defense is not the federal government. And it's yourselves. It is yourselves. You have to be able to help yourself.
For sure.
And for him to target them, like, and he said this, and other people have, like, you didn't help us because we're Puerto Rico. No, FEMA is inept. They didn't do a lot in Texas, and they sure as heck didn't do a lot in North Carolina. They're inept. So quit trying to make this some racially motivated thing. He also supported Kamala Harris. So that should probably tell you.
Winner.
Retard.
Yeah, that should tell you a lot. He's also said this, and this is crazy to me, but I'm sure he believes it. He said the U.S. is nothing without contributions from Latin America, Caribbean, and South American countries.
Nothing.
We're nothing without them. Wow. That's a bold statement.
I don't know how true that is. I mean,
Well, do you? It's
a slighted statement, you know?
I don't know if you're a history buff, but I'm a put you on the spot for a second.
Put me on the spot. I'm ready.
Okay. Do you know? And I want the exact number.
And
Jimmy.
I will tell you the exact number.
Okay.
I like it.
Confidence.
How many Latin American, Caribbean, and South American countries sent soldiers to fight the English in the Revolutionary War?
0.
That is the exact number. You are a history
Dang.
buff, but we're
told
nothing.
you I
We're
was gonna
nothing.
tell you the
Pretty
exact
good,
number.
Jimmy.
We're nothing without them.
Delusional confidence right there. I had no idea. I just no. Obviously, we can maintain on our own. But that's a crazy answer. Like, we're nothing without this. I don't like it when people deal in absolutes, like we were talking about earlier.
That's a. I won't do this to you. You have something to lose. Magnet, you have.
I don't have anything to lose.
Magnet, you have nothing to lose. Let's just get crazy, okay? Would this country be nothing without Latin Americans?
No.
It would not.
We'd be
Okay.
greater without them.
Oh, that's a stance. Okay, it's your opinion. Would this country be nothing without Asians?
No.
Would this country be nothing without black people?
No.
Would this country be nothing without white people?
Yes.
It would still be something.
It'd still be something. Yeah, I mean, you can have.
Wouldn't be the same.
You're gonna have a TP
All right, that's
neighborhoods.
And this is what I hate. Hey, if those are just because if you're going to say that about one, and if it's true,
Right.
or if we're willing to say that about one, like I won't be scared to say, well, but you can't say that about you can't flip the question, or you can't say it about anyone else. I mean, that's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous. Like, he's dealing in absolutes, and that's why I don't like it when people, they can't think for themselves, so they try to isolate you into one answer. Oh, you're Republican, therefore, no matter what ICE does, you have to support them. Well, that's not intelligence. Like, there's a few things that they may mess up that you're like, hey, I don't support that, but I'm down for the red side,
For sure.
But it goes opposite too. Exact same reasoning on the other side.
And we're going to talk about ICE here in just a second.
Yeah, I jumped the gun. Sorry.
But no, you're good.
Too quick.
But
Drew.
you also can't say that there was only one race or one that made this country great.
You just did with white people.
I mean,
Do you think I forgot what you said 10 seconds ago?
I'm just saying.
You need a mixed match in America, Like, you need everybody to support. And this guy's trying. That's what he's doing
But he's
is
doing
racism. in
What
my
he's
eyes.
doing is racist.
Straight up.
And
Straight.
what I would, and just to let you know, what I would do with that question, because in a weird way, it's a loaded question.
Yeah. What do you think? It's a super loaded question.
It's a loaded question. And what I would say is America would be nothing without Americans. Without Americans.
Yeah.
Why do we have to divide this? And guess what? And America is and should be only divided in two ways. Good Americans and bad Americans. Are you taking from this country more than you're giving, or are you giving this country more than you're taking? Those are the only two Americans that live in this country.
That's right.
And I don't want to tell the Grammys how to do their job, but someone has to. Drew, pull up the third GPT memes. Let me tell you how the Billy Eilish thing should have happened.
Who is she? Wait, who is Billy though? Like,
I'll tell you a second. This is how it should. This is how you get your ratings back, and this is how you earn the respect of the American public again.
As grateful as I feel, I honestly don't feel like I need to say anything, but that no one is illegal on stolen land.
She never knows when to shut her fucking mouth.
Yeah, that's right. That's what should have happened.
Clap for
As
that.
grateful as I feel.
That's
No, and then the people will be like, how dare you laugh at a girl getting hit? They should never be hit. It's like, yeah, of course not. What do you mean?
No, but stupid people should be hit.
Stupid people. Bad Americans should be hit.
Recalibrating.
I'm just trying to help you, Grammys. You clearly don't know what to do. You're losing viewership every year. I'm trying to help you help yourself.
No, I honestly think they've lost all their power, and there's just a few percentage of people that give them power, and they're mostly embedded in media, and not just necessarily politics, but that's what's driving this bullshit. You know what I mean? That's what's stirring the pot all the time. It can be all news. It could be Fox. It could be CNN. It could be all kinds of sources, that are stirring the pot all the time.
You alluded to it earlier, and you're right. The problem is they live in a vacuum.
Right.
They live in a vacuum, and the worst of vacuums, an aloof vacuum that nobody checks them. Mm-hmm. Nobody checks them.
That's why it was so awesome when that British comedian got up there and said, "Get your award and get off the stage. Nobody wants to hear your politics."
Right. Yeah. He said a little.
Jelly's rolled speech was great.
Yeah, it was good.
Oh yeah.
Well, you know what? Here's
And he thanked the right person too.
Maybe an unpopular opinion. I don't like this new Jelly Roll.
A lot of people don't like him. There's a dude that just bags on him all the time.
No, I don't think you're getting it. Yeah. I like fat Jelly Roll.
If you're called Jelly Roll, you can't
this
lose weight.
New skinny Jelly Roll just doesn't look right.
Dude, he's all my peptides. What happened? What he did? I'm gonna plug that in right now, homie.
Someone in the chats let me know. Am I the only one that looks at this new skinny Jelly Roll like, I don't trust that man. I don't like that man.
Yeah. He's too.
The old fat one was like jolly and just his tattoos, I think, were fitted for a fat face. And now that it's skinny, maybe they're a little
the font's
off.
It's like Arial narrow.
No, it's too bad though. No matter who you are, you're going to get bagged on. There's a lot of people bagging on Jelly Roll now, like on the countryside. All these conspiracies and stuff. It's like
what happened, man? What kind of conspiracies you thinking?
Yeah.
What kind of conspiracies?
I can't remember. That's sad. I just brought that up and trying to start stuff. There's like 0 things out there.
Drew, let's go to the super chats. Let's see what the people have to say.
Touch point.
Okay.
Touch point.
You're all on Max's touch point right now. He loves you.
He slept with me last night, man.
All right, we got Craig 09009 says life is FRCC and good. When you can drink tasty bourbon that helps our brave first responders while listening to your heroes, let's do it.
Awesome.
$100, man. Thanks for the love.
Oh yeah.
All right. Holy Fook is back in. He says, how is Team U Rift Raft doing tonight? Any thoughts on where crypto is going? The good and the bad.
Don't ask me about crypto
Jimmy,
right
you
now.
got any thoughts on crypto tonight,
it's like
Jimmy?
He knew.
How did he know about the crypto? How did he know I lost 45,000 last night?
Was it that bad?
I mean, I lost a little bit, about that. Yeah.
So tell us about
whatever, man. I ain't scared.
So tell us about crypto.
Well,
scared money don't make money.
Scared money don't make money. I'm almost crying at night by myself. No, here's the deal. McAfee. When I was with McAfee, he always, he said never give anybody investment advice, Jimmy, because if they make money off of you, they're not going to give you any anyways, and if they lose money, they're going to hate you for the rest of their life. But my thing, I stick to the McAfee plan, and that's just don't sell. Well, don't panic sell. And right now, you can watch right now. I think I just lost $4,000 in this time span of our podcast today. But I don't care. It's like, and I don't care because I know it's gonna go back up.
Yep.
And like you said today, a smart man, he'd be buying right now.
Right.
Now, but that's some serious confidence that it's impossible for the market to crash. Well, that's not impossible, but what's more plausible is that the crypto market's going to stay low. And the further it crashes, the more I get pissed off, because not that I'm losing the money, but I have to wait much longer for the return, even maybe a year now for that to come back up to what it was. I don't like that.
I wouldn't worry too much. That it'll probably bounce back.
It'll maybe go back.
The chance of you losing everything is there, but try not to think about it.
Oh my God.
Jimmy too, do you want to weigh in on this?
Terrible.
It's always there, but it's really just what are you using this money for? Is it a speculative investment or is it a long-term investment that you're doing? If you're doing it for, I need money now, that's not why you're in it.
Well, crypto is probably the most volatile investment you can make, and I'll tell you what, it's like you said, if you're trying to make 100% return, like I used to back in the day, or 1,000% overnight, which was possible, especially when you have we got the inside knowledge, and what I was arrested for eventually, then that's okay. But for a long term, I think it's a safe bet. I'll still say that. Call me in a month and see.
I'm rooting for you.
Yeah, let's keep this up, man.
All right. They want to know.
Keep the positive vibes.
Let's see. Holy Fook says, when are the FRCC piss bottles coming out? that's still alive.
I can't.
If you know.
You'd have to fit it into the sea. Like
What's
first
the story?
responder-
What's the story? I heard a little bit about a piss bottle. I can relate. I drank some of my piss one time. What? Wait, never mind. I was sorry.
So it had to do with
your boy.
In Iraq, I really did.
Yeah.
We used to piss the bottles in Iraq because we didn't want to walk to the head at night.
Okay.
And not to interrupt you, sorry.
No, you're good. Go.
But you get super dehydrated, especially if you drink all night in Blackwater. And I kept my water bottles over here, and then the piss bottles over here, and then you throw them away eventually. Well, one night I woke up and I was had been drinking all night, and I was super thirsty, super dehydrated. I grabbed the water bottle and I just took about 3 huge chugs in the middle of the night, just chug, and 3 chugs, and it was just projectile. It's like my body knew I didn't even need to taste it.
This Mountain Dew is flat.
It was terrible, man. Drank my piss. And you guys are like,
This
This is why you have Jimmy on.
edit this out. I swear it's not what it seems. You guys are like, Jimmy, are you talking about bottles or are you talking about something else at night with Blackwater guys? It was the only way how I got on the team, man. You're like, what?
new guys got to do new guys.
I had to do what I had to do.
Oh,
sorry, man. I didn't mean to interrupt you. That's terrible.
That's okay.
What's up with the piss bottles, man? Whatever.
Your boy carried one.
yeah. So
My boy
yeah.
carried.
So Rob O'Neill tells this new story that I don't know. He's just a storyteller, and it might be right. It may be another lie. It's hard to tell. But he said that for whatever reason he decided to say that he had a piss bottle with him and he put it in his cargo pocket and he forgot that it was in there, and he cleared the whole house with this piss bottle and took it all the way back with it full of piss in his cargo pocket. I don't know why.
But how much piss are we talking here? Because you don't if I have to piss, I'm filling this entire thing up, man, or I'm holding it. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm having a hard time understanding what he meant. Because if you just got to pee a little bit, then you're not going to pee in a bottle and risk that on the aircraft. If you got to piss
one up.
loss, if you got to, it depends on how big the bottle.
That's
was.
right. Yeah, some bigger ones.
But I don't know about that, man. That's kind of
Anyway, that's where it's
kind of wacky, man.
Rafe Slaughter, $20. Thank you very much for the support. Tavor says, dang, we started on time?
Ish.
Oh, Brent, how's that old Tier 1 tank doing? God bless.
It's doing okay. Last time I think I told this story. I did ride another mechanical bull maybe a month ago, maybe 2, and it was still sore the next day. So it's still not 100%.
Let's see, KDIIGX. Hello, Jimmy Grant. That's a new one. Would you have Eric Prince on?
Yeah, to have Eric Prince on for sure. What do you worked for the man?
Yeah.
What do you think about Eric?
He
Prince?
knows me very, very well. I might be the reason why this whole company, shit the bed. So, but he's still nice to me. He still paid my lawyer fees for years.
Did he?
With the Blackwater trial? Yeah, $1,000 an hour for my Preston Burton, Monica Lewinsky's old attorney. You remember Monica Lewinsky's? That was my defense lawyer at Preston Burton. But he's a super nice guy. Always was cool. He always backed us up no matter what our actions that day in Nisar. And super nice guy. He's really freaking intelligent dude. He's got some radical ideas, and some of them work out. I think he's working with the Saudi army, Saudi mercenaries, doing all kinds of stuff.
Hold on.
What the heck is that?
We got a new Got something new here.
What is that?
Oh, sorry. Hold on.
That's the truck I can afford after crypto crash.
Move your foot. Oh, move your foot, Bill.
I want to sue somebody.
Just shoot the driver.
I'm gonna sue you, man.
Oh, what is this?
Uh-oh.
The old remote control cooler.
Control cooler. Just don't hit the cameras. We've already had that.
Yeah. That's how you know. That's how
you
you
go.
know we're big time. We got remote control truck
Driving it
coolers.
back there to
That's the truck I had. It looked like that, the Hummer.
Oh.
SRT.
There we go.
Okay.
Yeah, just a little flexing. You know, I'll tell you that thing cost hundreds of dollars, but we did it. We did it.
25 million.
Yeah, probably shouldn't be frivolously spending money on the verge of the. But I did. All right, what else we got?
Bro.
Rudy Botello says, looked up Billy Waugh like you suggested,
yes.
and wow, just wow. Thanks for the tier 1 recommendation.
Absolutely.
Sup, Jimmy?
What's up, homie?
All right, Devil Dog.
What's up, Devil Dog?
84 says, good evening, gents. First time listener, long time caller, old Billy Butt Plug has never once had an original thought in her head. So
Golly.
there you go. MFK, Rosie O'Donnell, Hillary Clinton, Michelle Obama.
Okay, got it all out there.
Yeah, buddy.
Devil Dog,
Big Mike.
Dick, Doc.
Bag of Nades 96 says, shout out to Brent and the boys. Instead of watching the lame Grammys, I was rewatching some X-Ray Alpha Lives.
Nice.
To warm my soul.
Whole bag of nades.
Love it. Love it. Holy Fook Bag In says, Brent, if the president of the United States gets taken hostage overseas, who is doing the rescue mission, Delta or Secret Service? If it happens in the U.S., is it FBI, HRT, Secret Service, or Delta? Thoughts?
Absolutely. If it happens overseas, Delta Force is doing it 100%. If it happens here, FBI HRT is doing it, although Delta Force should be doing that too. And I wouldn't be surprised if they break the rules a little bit to make sure the best.
Yeah, why? Yeah,
like that's
what is the level of like the zombie squad? What do they call them? The hit team for FBI SWAT team. How good are they?
HRT.
HRT.
They're good. They're good for law enforcement. They may be the best for law enforcement
compared to
compared
far.
to CAG, they're not CAG.
Right, of course.
Of course, people are going to take some people are going to take that as a hit on HRT. No, they're probably the.
I think they would say the same.
Probably the and I believe they would say the same. Right. They're the best law enforcement has to offer.
Right.
But they're not. It's not the same. It's not the same.
Of course.
Aldo says communism is democracy on steroids. It always ends up with a despot to correct the imbalance.
There's some truth to that for sure.
Yep. Tyranny. That's what our founding father said.
Yep.
Just not in those exact words. Larry Tinsley says only a Sith speaks in absolutes. Nice Star Wars quote. Chad Rux says Darren. I can't. How do you say Bo's last name? Behaler. Drinks Brent's bathwater. 50 for the fallen is here for the boys.
Oh man, absolutely. Hey, you would talk about a great organization, and hey, if you guys are going to donate to something, donate to the boys. Donate to an organization that truly gives back and gives back in huge ways. Go check out 50 for the 50 for the fallen and support those guys. Random room poll, if you will. Maybe it's not necessarily a yes or no. When's the last time you took a bath?
Oh man, I hate the water. So
You chose the
when's the
wrong
last time I
job in
took
the
a
military.
shower? Is the question.
Well, he took a
even
bath
know.
today. He was talking about crypto.
Yeah, I took a big bath there.
With Max.
Thanks for reminding me again. The last 5 times in the last 10 minutes. Anyways, no. When's the last time I took a bath?
Yeah.
I don't even know, man. I don't care about baths. My
Magnet?
girls.
I have
yeah,
no
bath.
idea.
Last time you took a bath?
My beard doesn't fit in the bathtub.
Jimmy, last time you took a
2
bath?
years, maybe.
2 years, baby.
I'm gonna sound like a bitch, but
Right before you got here, homie.
it was. I had,
before
Don't
I
admit
got
it.
here.
when I had COVID in 2020.
Oh, that's no.
Oh,
that's,
everybody
no,
had
no, no,
time
Oh,
in
No,
COVID.
you're good. You're good.
People
You're
had
good.
time then. You got to pass. That's COVID.
Drew, last time you had a bath.
Last time a girl asked me to jump in the bathtub.
Okay.
That's it.
Yeah. I don't. That is one of those weird things you don't really think about.
Which was my
Baths are
wife,
a
by the
girl
way.
thing.
Okay.
That's a girl.
Dude, my girl
thing.
loves baths. It's like a deal breaker when we were buying, or when we bought our condo. It didn't have a bath, and I just begged her, please let this not be the deal breaker because it's like the perfect place on the water,
Yeah.
first line. And she's just like, I don't know, Jimmy. I don't know if I can survive. I said, you survived in Moscow winters. Like get
Right.
over it.
Yeah.
But we got it without the bath.
Does a hot
Okay.
tub with chlorine count as a bath?
No, absolutely
Okay.
not. Those
Just
are.
wanted-
Well, here's what's crazy. I love a hot tub. Can't stand baths.
No.
What's the
But what do you
difference?
do? Like, what's a bath for? You just sit there in hot ass water
I know, and I don't
for
like
an
the
hour? Like, what?
And you're sitting in your own filth water. Like that's why a shower works because it takes the
That's a
filth
great
water
point.
out. I don't get it. But
And
that's-
if we're together in the same bath, Brent, me and you, how the heck does that going to work?
Yeah, that's
we're
tight.
gonna need a bigger tub.
That's
What
tight.
the heck?
We're gonna need a bigger tub. Anyway,
I'm not doing
all right, we got sidetracked. I don't know why. I don't know why that interested me so much, but I had to ask. All right, what's next?
Aldo's back in. He says democracy was not designed to have teams, and but they've always had them. Let's see. Right wing nut. Y'all watch Eric Dickerson on Bad Bunny. It's hilarious.
No,
It's short.
I haven't. You talking about the old running back here,
Yeah,
Dickerson?
that's the only one I
That's the
know.
only one I know. All right.
Notice
Well,
that guy didn't ask the question about the SEALs with whether they would do the mission. He just was, would Delta do it? Or would, no, then he goes, Secret Service, or would like the Dallas Cowboys do it? Like, and it's like, hey, yo, what about those one guys, whatever. It's not a good time to be a SEAL, I'm like, hey, Brent, can you just say I was a Marine?
No.
We need a book written. Send the SEALs.
Send those.
All right. Let's see. Gooch Parmesan says, send Billy Eyelids to
Dagestan, 2 years and
Dagestan.
forget.
2 to 3 years and forget.
Have you seen that? Like those reels, Drew? Oh, they're the best. Every time it comes across my feed, I love
It
it.
sounds brutal.
Yeah. So it's just, I don't even know when it's okay. It's funny. It doesn't verbally explain
Is
well.
it like
You got to see it.
what is it? Some kind of Russian
Yeah.
correction?
Well, it's where it's where the
This
MMA
is how we
fighters
correct them.
Yeah, it's where those hard ass MMA fighters go or they're from in Dagestan. They train their ass off for years, like these brutal training camps, and that's basically what they're saying. Send them to Dagestan for a couple of years. Homie.
Yeah.
Am I
Toughen
right,
them
Brent?
up. Toughen them up.
Right. Yeah, toughen them up.
Let's see. Jillian Sheffield says, what manufacturers do you guys look at for plates? What threat levels best for police patrol?
It's a good question, actually. Do you have any input on that? Yeah.
3+. 3+. 4s are too heavy,
Yeah,
right?
for sure.
3+ will stop, but 6 green tip in a circumference like that, and the likely of you getting hit twice in the chest, believe it or not, it's like getting hit by lightning.
Yeah.
So you don't need it to, just need it to do its job and be lightweight.
People aren't necessarily going to like this because
They don't like it.
I understand, but a level 3 plate is a level 3 plate. It has a standard it has to be at. So it's not like Glock versus SIG. Like it's not like there's
Yeah, it's a
different
standard.
menus. Like it has to adhere to these same standards. So I'm a huge advocate of a lightweight plate.
Me too.
Lightweight level 3. Shop around.
Right, exactly. You do a level 4, you're getting into bulkier, heavy. You just like people, man, in like again, oh, it stops a armor piercing 30-06 or 308. It's like, yeah, but the chances of you being hit by that are slim to none. I know it sounds crazy, but it's just like in a 50 cal, you're dead anyways. So, you're looking at the 5.56. That's perfect. 3 level 3 plus.
Yep, absolutely.
Sonny Marbury says, don't trust this new role either. And I don't trust anyone who can't whistle. Love y'all guys and the family y'all brought together.
Is that just random, or is there who can't whistle?
We got any non-whistlers up in here?
All right, just checking.
We can all whistle.
All right, everyone here.
We're all good,
Everyone here is
Sonny.
in the trust tree.
You can trust me because I can whistle. It's like, what the heck?
Okay.
All right. Some of us whistle through our noses. All right.
Some of us whistle through our asses.
My nose has been broke before, so it's all right.
Jillian Sheffield says, one night I used a water bottle to piss in it and my wife drank it. Probably on accident or something. Gosh. All right.
So disgusting.
Some clear
It'd be
looking pee.
divorce for me.
So
Game over.
disgusting.
And then he put it on the internet. Hard retard.
He fit it. FRCC, he fit it.
FRCC, first responder. Clark Cans. Oh my gosh. All right. He's a marketing genius. He cracked the code.
Leave it to our chat.
He
to
cracked the
figure
code.
that out.
You gonna put operator on the bottle?
Oh my gosh. All right. You did it.
Glaucoma. Brent, what do you think of Valhalla and Candace calling him out?
Yeah, that's a
What happened?
all right.
You call my big Nate out? My man?
right.
My boy?
Let me tell you what happened.
Is he asking about her calling him out?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. There's a tiff between them. So what happened was, I can't think of the guy's name right off the top of my head, but I don't know what's gone on. I used to be a Candace fan, and Candace has gone off the rails here of
much.
late, and still says some good things every now and again. But there's just some things like I just don't remember her being like that back then. So anyway, she's on this Charlie Kirk conspiracy thing still. And she had this guy on that was supposedly a Green Beret Special Forces guy that was like, hey, I saw, what's Charlie Kirk's wife's name?
Erica Kirk.
Erica with this Green Beret on this base. And I believe they were conspiring to kill Charlie. And so a Special Forces guy, sniper, probably killed him. Just to paraphrase it all.
Right.
Well, Nate from Valhalla goes to check this guy out and be like, well, first, let me just see if this guy's, let me see if he's even Special Forces.
Yeah.
He kind of, I think if I remember, I think he even doubted that he was Special Forces, but then he looked into it and the guy was a Green Beret. But here is what Nate found out, that the guy was a Green Beret for 1 year. And then he broke his back drunk, mountain climbing. And then he has a litany of lawsuits and arrests and like things against him for I don't want to say it wrong, so I believe it was like domestic violence, and others for sure was him scamming women out of money, and then them trying, like, dating them, scamming them out of money, and them trying to recoup it through lawsuits. So Candace just didn't do her research, and Candace was like, he was a Special Forces guy, but Nate has a point. If you're going to bring someone on to tell you a story, and I want to believe this guy's story, if you have a history of being a dirtbag, then I don't know if I can trust your story. And now Candace is kind of caught with her pants down that she had someone on that she probably shouldn't have had on.
Yeah, and being an SF guy for a year and then you get kicked out for some crazy stuff, it's disingenuous to say he's an SF guy, leave it at that, and let's painting him as he must have done 20 years, or he did
has
his
a
whole
lot of
term.
experience.
Yeah, no.
With 1 year on a team, you have no experience.
I'm with Big Nate on Valhalla no matter what, man. So Candace, you're out. Home girl.
It's an easy decision. Well, let's see. I think Alex G.
Yep.
Brent, did you ever do the training thing with Forward Observation Group in January? Maybe you saw the guy from a squadron that works with them.
You know what? I actually forgot about that because we had rescheduled a training exercise I was supposed to go up there and do with them, and I accidentally double booked Kyle Morgan's podcast, so I wasn't gonna cancel on Kyle Morgan, old friend of mine. So
Kyle's great, dude.
I ended up canceling with them. We're going to reschedule in January, and yeah, either they didn't do it or they did it without me. And yes, I am familiar with the guy that works there with him, and he's a good guy.
I love this one. Pepperman 38 says, who is that guy? Sounds like Jimmy Watson, but he has a shirt on. Last time I was this confused was when I was 5 and my dad shaved his beard. Same feeling. Pretty good.
Yeah, tell you.
Yeah.
Oh, you probably your
Thanks for the love,
son is
My guy's 2 years old.
2 years old. It might freak him out, but you probably haven't. You ever shaved?
No,
yet in
dude.
front of you?
No.
Drew, you ever shaved your beard when your kids were young?
I didn't have one when they were young.
Dude,
Oh,
that's
okay.
cool though. He's right. I only wear a shirt if I'm getting paid. but Black Scout Survival hasn't paid me in a while, man. You got to hit me up, dog, with that money. What's up? No, I'm just kidding. Black Scout Survival. That's a big shout out right now. I love his stuff. He's a good friend of mine
cool
too.
shirt.
Yeah, he's cool.
No, but I did shave, and when I did have a beard, I did shave. My whole youth group and my kids said never do it again.
Yeah, it throws them for a loop for sure. Jimmy, too. You ever shaved in front of your kids and then have them go, "What are you doing?"
It's been like 5 years.
Yeah.
Since I've had the beard. COVID, I used to be clean shaven.
Okay.
And taking baths.
And taking now beard. Yeah.
Just the thought of shaving disgusts Magnet. Disgusts them.
Oh, dude, how much money would it take for you to shave that beard?
We already talked about
Yeah, we
this.
talked
How
about
much?
that.
It is like ZZ Top, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
His name in the community is ZZ Bottom.
That was brutal,
Nice.
dog.
Poor
That's
ZZ
hard,
in the
dog.
middle.
That's rough, man.
I get paid a lot of money.
Yeah.
He's taking ZZ.
I had to shave for something, and I went home, and one of my twin girls was like 3 or 4, and she just looked at me with a quizzical face and goes, "Daddy, you got a little face." And I was like,
A little face. That's funny,
and
dog.
it's true. Like that's like, yeah. I just love how sometimes like a kid looks at things and they just simplify it. It was like, yeah, I guess it does look like my face is smaller now that I've lost 3-4 inches of a beard.
Oh, my niece used to say, "Oh, Jimmy, Uncle Jimbo, you're looking small," and I'd be like hitting the weights harder.
Yeah.
Like, "Are you kidding me right now?" Brutally honest. Like, you're getting small. Your arms are getting small. I'm like, no.
All right, what else we got?
Let's see. KD says, Jimmy, does former Blackwater take Wagner 1?
Oh, that's a good question.
1v1.
That's super easy. Blackwater all day. I'm not just saying that because I was part of Blackwater, but just like we talked about today, Brent, and here's why. The real question is, and how you could rephrase this question is, does Rangers, SEALs, and Marines take on whoever Wagner was before? And we know that the Russian military isn't the greatest example of being not even close to Rangers. The Rangers I worked with, or the SEALs, or the Marines, dude. That's who you're up against because, 30 days ago you're a Marine or a Ranger, and today you're a Blackwater guy operate. You just took off the uniform, but you exchanged your Saul 249 for a Saul 249, homie. You know what I mean? Like, what's up?
Yeah. No, that's perfect.
What do you think
answer.
about that, Bree? You
That's,
like
that's,
that?
No, I love that. That is a perfect answer.
Yeah. Let's go in.
Alex says, Jimmy, nice Black Scout survival shirt. Glad to see you support Jack.
Love Black Scout Survival. Thank you, man. He's an awesome guy. And their stuff is great.
Holy Fook back in. He says, Brent, is Bo Behealer and Jameson Travels related? Just saying, it's scary, the similarity.
No. And one of the biggest reasons to prove that is Jameson Travels, I believe, always wears closed-toed shoes.
Right Wing Nut says, yes, Eric Dickerson, the old running back.
All right.
507 says, Jimmy, glad to see you with Brent. Again, I was the one who brought up your name on the Anti-Hero Pod.
Oh, really, dude?
Check you out. Thank you.
You trying to get paid or what, homie?
The old reuniting.
Dude, that's awesome.
All of us.
No,
Me, you, and 507.
Do you remember that? That's right. You are the one that were like, "Hey, Jimmy, get Jimmy on to you and homie over at Anti-Hero." Yeah. That's awesome, man.
There you go.
I really appreciate that, dude.
Thanks for following me over here, man. I really appreciate that.
B. Jorn says, what do you make of ICE standing up a tier 1 team?
That is a good question. And I think it's a good thing, because what that means is they know that they're going to have some problem sets that are more difficult than others. And that's why you have tiers in the military and anything.
Yeah.
And in any job, you are going to have certain individuals that are harder to capture than others. And it will require, it won't, I mean, let me rephrase it just for a second. It won't require more training to get it done, because I believe any military unit can get it done with enough people. I believe any of these ICE officers' teams can get it done, but at what cost? At what mistake? So with a tier 1 team is going to come more training, and that's a good thing. It's always a really good thing.
So what do you think, Brent? Like, I think tier 1 it would be the wrong label for. I think the tier 1 throws me off, because it's like, no, you're not. You're talking about, it needs to be labeled maybe something else, but yeah, there could be an HRT or something that could do that.
I know what they mean. And I try not
HRT,
to get on my high horse about it, but I will now. We throw around the word tier 1. We throw around the word operator. Like, those things used to mean something. Let me tell you, they actually still mean something, but now it's just seemed like they've taken it, and there's just nothing we can do about it.
Yeah, and people also forget it's sometimes the difference between tiers. It's funding is one of the big things, but then after funding, it's incredible guys that have been sifted through thousands.
That's right.
Of
Selection
others.
process, not just training, because you have to have a selection process to make sure that they can apply this training, and they can apply it at a quicker time than other people can. Because at some point, for the most part, and used to say this before, I can train anyone to do CQB at a high level. I believe that I can, but how long? I don't have 2 years to bring you up to the standard.
So the tier 1 unit in ICE would really it would cap off and be totally dependent on, I guess, the experience level of the law enforcement that you would be able to pull out of that and vet. So it would max out at their highest capability. So maybe their former SWAT.
Right.
You right?
HRT.
Yeah, I don't even know if I don't know if ACE has ACE.
You have to pull from other places.
You have to pull, just like you do with the CAG.
Well,
you pull from.
Here's the problem, and I'm getting outside of. I'll be the first one to tell you whatever I'm about to say. I'm outside my area of expertise, but I don't know if you can just go pull from other teams, because since we're talking about a federal problem with breaking federal laws, it may require a federal ICE agent to do that. But I don't know. So I don't know the legalities of who can do those missions.
It's a hard one.
I don't think.
Well,
I don't know.
What qualifies you to be ICE?
What qualifies going through their training pipeline?
Right. So why wouldn't they do that with the people that they're grabbing?
Well, it's my understanding that ICE is kind of a mix, hodgepodge of experience, because I've said before, and I'm out of my lane here probably a little bit, but I've said before, well, most ICE have zero experience, and then others have told me, no, he's got 7 years on the force here, and then 7 years, and I'm like, oh, really? Well, what am I? Because from my understanding, most of ICE's guys, they offered a $50,000 bonus.
Right.
They've really opened up the doors, like the U.S. Air Marshals.
Yeah.
Remember when they opened up the Marshals for the U.S. Air? They just kind of took anybody and trained. They went through a pretty strict vetting process.
For sure. Well, since I don't know, let's go to something that's more in our lane.
Well, Percy 226, thank you for the $50, and later on he gives another $50. Man, thank you so much for the love. And if you put in the chat, a song, you probably are ahead.
That's right.
So for our closing song, Glaucoma 420 says, let's be honest, Nate also went a little far with milking Charlie Kirk content with theories like titanium in Charlie Kirk's neck. Even Andy called him out on his pod without naming Nate specifically.
Yes, and that is I wouldn't disagree with you. And me and this isn't saying anything bad about Nate, because me and Nate have had these same conversations back and forth on when this was hot. Like we would talk back and forth about this all the time. So he knows my opinion about that. However, the question was about Candace Owens.
Yeah, but wait. Like, make sure we get it right. I don't know what you're talking. Maybe I'm wrong here, but I don't remember him saying titanium in Charlie Kirk's neck.
I don't remember that.
He's talking about Charlie's neck would have to be titanium to stop a 308. He doesn't have.
Yeah,
so that's the
something
premise.
like
Yeah, I don't think he really thought he had a titanium neck.
Yeah.
But Nate, again,
He's
me
alluding.
and Nate have
He's
talked
joking.
about this. He did entertain a lot of things that I didn't think were valid, but he did. And in fairness, because me and him argued it out, debated it, like he had reasons why he thought it was like that, but he definitely questioned a lot of the narratives and questioned if that was the real shooter. Is there possibly another shooter? He went down those a lot of those.
I totally agree with
theories.
doing that. Of course, coming from my side, because if you don't question it, like if you don't question a 308, stopping, dead, just stopping and going down, then you should question that.
Here's the problem.
You know what I mean?
Here's the problem that I have with that is this. And when it comes to these things, everyone wants everything to be perfect, nice and buttoned up from very beginning to very end.
They want answers to.
Every microscopic thing they want to look into, they want answers to. And that's just not life. Most of the time, that's just not how it is. However, if 99% of what is being presented matches it, and one thing doesn't necessarily make sense, I'm going to have to go with the 99. So, but what I hate and can't stand is for them to question the smallest thing and then come up with a theory that is way harder to prove than the original narrative.
Yeah.
And then they're like, but this is possible. And I'm like, what? Well, if you didn't like the small thing that was impossible or not plausible here, then you're going to hate the theory you're talking about now, because it plugged the hole of that one thing you were questioning, yet everything else around it falls apart.
Right, and it distracts. And I do not think, for the record, that Nate did any of this. But the crazy theories and shit out there that were coming at me, like, Jimmy, what about this? This is, some of them were so far out there. What it does is it actually dilutes everything else, like you're saying, and it distracts you from, like, okay, let's stick with maybe 2 or 3 ideas here instead of like going far off. Egyptians were being flown in and parachuted in or something.
Right. His lapel mic was set to explode.
Yeah, that one was hard, man. That one
things
was hard.
that make no sense.
Yeah.
Here's what we have to stop. We just have to stop this at some point. Not everything is a conspiracy theory.
That's the truth. Dog.
Not everything is. Charlie Kirk, it's just wasn't a conspiracy theory. The Las Vegas shooting. I'm sorry. Everything they say like could have been. It's just the Tesla truck in Las Vegas.
Right.
Let me tell you, it was just a whacked out Green Beret that killed himself. Like everything can't. And if you want to, and I get it now. I'm talking in absolute, saying like nothing is, but that's not what I'm.
No,
trying
you're
to
not.
say.
You're not. That's not absolute.
What I'm trying to say. Don't get me started on either the Sandy Hook shooting or you really want to get me going. 9/11 was an inside job that America killed 3,000 of our own citizens.
I hate that, man.
Katrina was taken out by SEALs blowing the dam. You ever heard that one?
No.
It just stop it. Stop it. Not everything's a conspiracy. And when you believe everything's a conspiracy, here's kind of the point I'm making.
It's kind of a sickness.
When you believe everything's a conspiracy, that if you have a good point on the next one, I don't even want to hear it because you've cried wolf too many times.
Yeah.
We didn't land on the moon.
Well, I think it got fueled. I think that whole conspiracy culture got fueled really hot when you back to back the election fraud, and then right after that lying about Joe Biden and his condition, and then kind of following after that, I guess the Epstein files. I mean, so when those things back to back to back, all the conspiracy people now have justification to come out with all of the Jews did it.
Yeah.
The Jews did it. 100%.
The Jews did it all.
Right.
All of it.
There's another one. One of the smallest countries in the world controls literally everything that we do, and that actually goes to my point that I actually want to make.
Except their own Temple Mount.
Right. Is that there are maybe things you have a good argument with that about. But now the problem that I have, when you tell me that they're in control of everything, that's such a stupid comment. I don't really want to.
It's that absolute thing
Right.
again.
I don't really want to listen to the rest of what you have to say.
No, it can be multiple things all at once. It can be multiple things. It doesn't, because a lot of times these guys will say Jews are all bad, and so ignore all Muslims, all extreme. It doesn't exist. Extremism in Muslims doesn't exist, and you're going, wait a second, it does exist, and it is here, and there's going to be sleeper cells that arise out of this. Make no mistake, out of our open border policy
for sure
from Biden. But a lot of people want to distract you away and say, no, it's the Jews. But why not? Yeah, there are some serious situations and problems with the Jews. I've had some personal bad experiences, but that doesn't make me just go absolute, an absolutist and say, okay,
right,
you're the enemy.
And it's crazy that people eat it up. But let me tell you, let's just go logical with it. You think the Jews can control Trump? No one can control Trump. Trump can't control his own mouth. No, it's so crazy. You're not controlling that guy. No. But they have money, and he doesn't need your money. You can't control him with money. You can't control him with influence and power. That's one of the reasons why I like Trump. And he's not perfect. My gosh, I don't love everything he does. But let me tell you, the guy can't be bought. And if you don't believe that, you're an idiot.
He doesn't take a paycheck.
He doesn't even take a paycheck.
Okay, so I'm never going to be the one that says, "Oh, I don't like Trump. I never did." I love Trump compared to the other choices.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
right.
love him.
Right. I agree with that.
You know what I'm saying? Compared to the what's our other choices? But then in the process of this Epstein stuff, in the way he handled it. Deflection, and I got a lot of forgiveness, man, especially considering who's sitting here in this seat with the forgiveness that I've gotten. But when you can sense deflection, and when you can sense somebody's like, he's like, what do you mean? What do you mean? We're still talking about Epstein? Like, what are you talking about? Why are we? And it's the number one subject. It's like, dude, you got to say something differently. And I'm not all about words. Yeah. I'm all about action, meaning what the heart says. Yeah. But dude, that's not the right answer to deflect. So what is he deflecting? Is he deflecting, little girls on an island he was with? I'll never believe that unless I see official evidence.
Yeah.
Well,
but was he privy to maybe sometimes you have the knowledge of a guy's bad, but you're friends with him and you have the knowledge of him bad, but you're not it's not affecting you. And you're not witnessing it personally, but you kind of have knowledge of it.
Let me give you an example though. Trump did kick Epstein out of Mar-a-Lago.
There you go. He did. He did do that.
And it was just off the manager going, "Hey, this creepy guy's doing creepy things. He's a member here. But I want to let you know I want to kick him out." And Trump goes, "Kick him out."
That's what kick his ass out.
That's not what someone who's friends with him who has something to hide does.
Right.
But I'll also agree with you that I don't like the speed. Oh, by the way, Biden administration could have easily done it, and they didn't. But the Trump administration did.
And the redactions is the elephant in the, it's just like, why?
But they could have done it. They could have done it so much. They could have done it so much sooner. They could, I'm sure they could have done it with less redactions. And what I hate is I understand that. I understand what you're saying. That does just that introduces room for people to so do it in a way that doesn't allow questioning. You wouldn't have to worry about that.
People are going to go wild with that.
Yeah.
And run with it.
All right, where are we at?
It's about break time.
Okay, let's do a break.
We'll be back after these messages.
Pay me some money.
Messages will be right.
We are more than makers of steel. We are brothers in craft, bound by purpose and forged in pride. Every blade we shape carries the weight of the hands that built it and the hearts that will wield it. Brotherhood Blades stands for those who refuse to quit. The protectors, the workers, the doers. We forge with integrity, we carry with pride, and we stand shoulder to shoulder with those who live by the same code. Brotherhood Blades, forged in freedom, carried with honor.
If you've ever been to any of my tactical training classes, then you know how adamant I am about the use of white light and the importance of a quality, high-powered tactical light. That's why I use cloud defensive tac lights. You can't hit what you can't see, and neither can the bad guys. Clearly identify your target and simultaneously overwhelm his vision with hundreds and even thousands of lumens. Get serious about defending yourself and your family. Go to clouddefensive.com and use promo code Tier1 to get 30% off your order. That's right, 30%. You won't find a better light than this, and you won't find a better deal than this.
Revenge is an act of passion. Vengeance is an act of justice. Injuries are revenged. Crimes are avenged. Almost a century ago, big pharmaceutical companies re-engineered medical school curriculum and faculty with one goal: putting profit before progress. Anyone pushing back against the medical matrix they carefully crafted was threatened, silenced, censored, financially ruined, or worse. They are the problem. We are the solution.
You're clear to engage. Initials Mike Juliet Alpha. You're clear to engage with weapons. You're clear to engage with weapons.
All right, guys. Also, check out frcc.shop. We've got a new lighter. It's called the FRCC Mini Lighter. It's pretty cool, very small. It's cheap. It's compact. I got it because it's really small in the pockets. So if you need a good little lighter, frcc.shop. Check out the FRCC Mini. Appreciate you guys. Thank you for your support.
Good job, Drew. Boop.
Whoop. Whoop. There it is.
There it is.
All right.
We'll bring him back when we need another beer. That's
Uber drinks.
Uber. I wouldn't have got Joe. The only thing I got was this little koozie.
I was going to ask you where you got that.
Yeah. I got it at the Fort. I always want to call it Fort Worth. Fort Myers gun show.
That's the coolest koozie I've ever seen.
Thank you.
That's pretty cool.
Speaking of which, let me tell you just real quick, because the intro may have got us last week, but there's something else that may have got us last week.
Yeah, right. Yeah, could have.
And there's something right
little halo above,
here behind
Brent.
me. We'll say it this way. There's something on the wall behind me that is getting given away to our Patreon members. You don't have to do anything else. You don't have to sign up some extra sheet, do something crazy. All you have to do is join our Patreon, and you are eligible to receive something behind me for free. So join Patreon, and you get it for free. And we're going to do that a little bit more often. We'll do it, and we'll do some. We're going to do some pretty unique things. So, and we're not.
Fun.
And by the way, we're not going to do it where, hey, 6 months later, sign up and you might win. No, our 1 month from now, we'll do our first Thursday night live. We'll announce the winner. You have less than 30 days to sign up, and you'll win, and we'll start it all over, and I'll give away something else on our Patreon.
Brent, I hope one day we're big enough to where, we're giving away like trucks with trailers with ATVs on the back and stuff like that. That would be so fun to give away.
You know what? I'm telling you, it'll either be one of my favorite handheld ones with a custom paint job, or it might be a remote control blacked out cooler.
We might have to just start off with the Uber Drinks truck.
Yeah, maybe we'll give away the Uber Drinks. But I'm serious about it. I want to give back to Patreon. Patreon's been great. We're going to give away big things, and the only thing you have to do is just sign up, and you're automatically entered. And like I said before, it's kind of a joke, but it's not like I'm Sean Ryan. You're not fighting 10,000 people. It's just a couple hundred people. You got the
odds are in your favor.
You got
boys.
a pretty good chance of winning something this year. And ironically enough, you'll win something that's worth more than you ever paid into Patreon. In fact, win it, cancel it, walk your way. I get it. That's the risk I'm taking.
Well, let's see. We got Holy Fook back in. He says, Jimmy, please teach Drew how to say kawaii.
We're back to that.
Kawaii
It's
and Hawaii.
It's kawaii.
Kawaii.
Why do you know that? Just from your SDV days?
Yeah, man, I know everything.
Kawaii.
I said 0. How many questions I got to answer on here?
Kawaii. Well, that's funny.
Don't ask me anymore. I'm on a winning streak.
How many questions
Now,
I got to
It's probably not kawaii. It's probably not kawaii.
Now,
I'm just like, it's
somebody
kawaii.
explained to me why kawaii is exactly the same as Hawaii, but the vowels are all completely different in both words.
Oahu.
Don't bring
kawaii,
logic into this.
Kenai.
Anyway, I can only look at it one way.
What's Max?
All right, let's see. There's Percy 50. Jake Paul, thank you so much for the love. We really appreciate it. Kane Korsov says, Drew and Brent, y'all seem really close to your dad, but is there anything you are choosing to do differently than he did when raising your kids?
That's
a pretty cool question.
Good question.
Kane Korsov always has him and the pontificates guy. They always got some really deep questions.
Drew, I'm interested in this.
Okay.
Because I know that question a little deeper. What are you choosing to do differently than Dad did?
All right,
Dad did a great job of raising us.
Dad did a great job. Dad came to the Lord late in life when I was in 11th grade. So he tried to, teach us, things about the Lord and truth later in life. So I did that at the very beginning with my kids. That was different.
Okay.
And something more practical, I guess, would be I just chose to invest my personal time and personal knowledge, just at a more intense level than my dad did with us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not that he did it wrong, because he was raised by a man who didn't tell you much of anything. And our great-grandfather never talked, never spoke. So we got a lot of talking.
Yeah. Invest more time, a little more, same thing, a little more direct, time, and be more direct about the lessons I want them to learn, and to more patient with them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dad was not a patient man.
No.
Jimmy, I know, and your son right now, it's your only kid, correct?
That's right. Yeah.
Okay. It's early for you, but you got a couple years of parenting underneath your belt now. I'm going to throw that question to you. What have you chosen to do, whether you chose it or not? What are you doing different with this kid than your dad did to you?
My wife noticed I'm very hands-on with my son. I'm always like, I love you. I come here, little guy, and I'm like roughing him up and really hands-on. And I'm basically doing what was not done to me, but my dad was like the best in the world at always being there.
Yeah.
But he was there. But like y'all just said, he rarely said any words. My grandpa never spoke. The only thing my grandpa ever told me, literally, the only thing I ever remember saying was, you better rethink that one, when I told him I was going to the Marines. He said, you better rethink that one. He was in World War II. But my dad, he was always there, but, kind of not, he was working his ass off, working on the farm and stuff. So my wife noticed that. She said, it's basically projecting how I wanted to be treated and stuff. So I often will treat people like I want to be treated.
Right.
That's I'm projecting like, hey, bro, I'm proud of you. Hey, man, you did a good job today. I say that a lot because I always wanted that, you know. But man, he hit a home run when it comes to a lot of things. But it was more along the lines of tough love. You're almost there, but you're never there. You know what I mean? I told you that today on the podcast. I hope you guys get to see that.
Yeah.
It's a great recording today. Great recording.
We'll be out Monday. I'm going to put you right this Monday, a couple days away. I love your story. And your funny story is still one of the funniest funny stories. I'm not going to.
You know, the fact that I shot Osama bin Laden is no joke.
Yeah. It was a good story.
You and every other SEAL. All right. I'm a little excited about this one because I think it's going to be a good time. Everybody's involved. Lightning round robin. Are you ready? Doesn't matter because we're doing it. Things that annoy you.
Okay.
You want to kick this off?
Sure.
All right. We'll go clockwise around the room. We'll go you, Drew, Jimmy 2, Magnet, me.
Very, very specifically, fat white women.
But fat black women don't. Fat Asian women don't. Fat white women specifically.
It is just very specific with
get
me.
your goat.
Fat white. Well, because it's a very, very difficult math equation. The fatter you are as a white woman, the more of an asshole you are to Jimmy. I don't understand.
Okay.
I was on a cruise and
had a personal experience.
It's unbelievable. It's offensive, and it's like they expect the world is owed to them. And I'm like, and there's another equation I'll talk about too. The smaller your butt is and prettier as a woman, not that I ever look at anything.
You would. No.
My eyes are superior to all. The less covered it is, the more chance of you're going to get arrested.
The less covered it is, the more chance you're going to get arrested.
But if the bigger your ass is, and the more ugly it is, and the more out it is, you could have a G-string on in Miami, and it's perfectly fine. Nobody cares.
I don't like it.
So there's a real strange double standard there that I don't like.
I don't like it.
Because nobody wants to watch you.
But fat white men are cool. They're okay. They're cool. They're cool.
They're fun. Almost funny to a degree. Yeah.
But the
That's
women, interesting. Wrong.
That is interesting.
What's going on?
Yeah. Wildly different personalities.
Their attitudes
Fight
are
white
just
man.
Terrible.
Funny. Probably joyous.
Yeah.
Fun to be around.
The black girl, she's gonna have some attitude, but just stay out of her way. And she's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun.
All right. You danced around on you definitely got your time in. I don't think you understand what a lightning round is.
That was a Florida thunderstorm.
But
sorry, I had a vent there, guys.
But well done. Well done. Drew, things that annoy you.
I'm not going to be as brief as he was. There's so many things, guys.
We got more than one round.
Liberals, just liberals. That's maybe more than annoying, and especially liberals from Minneapolis, Minnesota.
So fat white women.
Fat white women.
So it is the same.
Driving cars into ice, those types. People who just can't figure out how to drive in America. If you're third world, just go back in your third world and drive there. You don't know how to take a right at a red light after a stop.
Drew. You get one. What have I not described this?
The rules are just
you let me have this microphone. I'm going off.
You're getting another round. Another round.
And put your tools away when you're done with the job. You know what I'm saying? It's just, golly, Moses.
You put your tools away. Like all this anger.
Put your tools away.
No, put my tools back when you're done using them.
Your tools. Okay.
That sounded like it was directed at you specifically.
No, that's directed at his kids, and I know exactly what he's talking about. Jimmy too.
I think we got to go down the same trend line here. I think it's purple hair with like that bob cut with the nose ring.
Fat white women.
And yeah.
All right.
And then it's if I'm in a meeting or something and
Okay.
people are interrupting while you're in like a deep thought and you're speaking at the same time, that's frustrating for me, like in real world.
I forgot a caveat to this. Once one person says you can't say it again.
Okay.
But you recovered on that. I have low expectations that you're going to do well, Magnet. But go ahead.
Just into the microphone.
Laziness.
Okay.
Boom.
Nailed
this
it.
guy.
I know. And then makes me look like an a-hole. Just nailed it.
Dang.
All right. Here's my I'm not an angry driver. I'm not. In fact, you can cut me off and I'll be like, you probably didn't see me. You know, just not a lot of noise me on the road. Let me tell you. You get on a highway and you're in the left lane doing the speed limit. It's all I can do not to run you off the road. I don't, but it really, really gets me. I'll tell you what, I'll get really close to them. And there's two reasons why I hate it. One, you don't understand the rules of the road. The left hand is for criminal activity. That's what the left lane is for. And two, you probably don't know that I'm even back there because you're in your own little world and you have no situational awareness. So even if you don't know I'm back there and you do know the rules, you're an idiot because you should know I'm back there. And three, and this, I know this happens, you know I'm back there. You know that you should move over, but you're just going to stick it to me and be like, no, I'm just going to stay here to piss you off.
Yeah, that's brutal.
And I know it happens. And it gets me. I'm upset talking about it, to be honest with you.
Are you flashing high beams?
Road rage.
If it goes long enough, I will. Usually,
They don't do anything when you do that.
Usually, I just drive around them. But okay. But I do this one little petty move.
Train horns in the new Corvette.
If I have to go around you, I'm going to get back in the lane uncomfortably early.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Are you gonna slow down?
Yeah.
Nope.
I won't brake check them and I won't slow down.
But they're gonna know.
But they're gonna know I'm not real happy with you. That is my one.
Right.
It's my not something one. I got more for us. But there you go. What do you got?
I hate, I do a lot of social media commentary and I just can't stand it when somebody says, oh, I could make that shot. It's easy, a headshot. Like somebody's like the cop, like there's a criminal, he's got the person, half of their head is sticking out. It's a hostage rescue and the cop makes this phenomenal shot. And I say, that was a really difficult shot. And then there's like 5 guys that all are like, I could make that shot any day. Just because you went to the range and can shoot in a group like this doesn't mean you can hit somebody's head.
Yeah, doesn't mean you've ever been able to perform a shot in real life under pressure when lives are on the line. Absolutely.
Yeah, I hate that.
Drew.
Yo.
Send it. I told you there's more than one round.
Those things?
Those things.
Dang it, man.
All right, you're out.
I'm out.
I'm out. You're done.
Jimmy 2. Did I not say there's more than one round?
I didn't know we were more than round. Things
I forgot the beginning of the rules.
I've assembled the worst team ever.
Oh my god!
No, I've got a lot.
Okay, I think it'll just be beating you.
And they all deal with fat white women, so
Okay.
But that's a problem.
All right,
I've got to be careful here because
no, you don't. Who says? Who says?
Oh man.
Okay.
He's like,
all right.
Yeah, I'm like, I'll hold that because she might be watching right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you're out.
I'm out.
All right.
I hate when it's time to do work and no one wants to work.
Oh, there it is.
Laziness.
What's funny?
Which comes back to laziness.
That's the same thing.
Yeah.
Mac, that's the same thing.
It's not
And I
really.
hate it. You made me look dumb on the first one, and then when I don't say anything, you did exactly what I expected you
I
to
had
do.
to explain myself.
But
Why I meant by laziness. I didn't go into a paragraph and everything like everybody else. Story.
Specifically Jimmy 1. He looked at me, he goes like everybody else.
Like old J1. Yeah.
I have complete respect for Magnet's one word lazy because I realized after he said that, the list that I rambled off just meant lazy. That was it. I mean, that was it.
All right.
So my next round is lazy.
Well, no, that's true. That's not how it works.
People who don't want to do nothing.
You're already out of the game. Is no one listening to me?
You know what else is aggravating is when the game's over and people are still playing. Drives me nuts.
Exactly.
Know when it's over, bud.
Jimmy, I've lost control. I've lost control.
We could do this all night.
I've lost control. I got a few more, though. That are near and dear to my heart. I travel a lot. There's things in airports that really irritate me. I can go on a few here, but here's my biggest one. When you're at and I hate checking baggage. God, do I hate checking baggage. But if I have to, when I go to the baggage claim terminal, and then the baggage starts coming out, and everybody lines up right against the baggage terminal. Which means if that's your bag, you have to push people out of the way and say, excuse me, you clearly, and what I want to say is, you're standing in front of here like you're getting something and you're not, and the people who need to get luggage can't. Stand back and don't get up there until you see your bag.
There's social cues that you got to know. Yeah.
It just gets me. And again, I'll get a little petty and I will force more in there and go, excuse me, my bag's here.
You cut them off like the car.
Oh, it gets me.
Oh, that reminds me of another one.
If only you weren't out, Drew.
Yeah, I know it sucks.
Yeah.
Jimmy got Jimmy.
Elevators. This has pissed me off every day. And,
yes. I already know where you're going.
You're in an elevator, the door opens, and then the guy with a bicycle starts to come in, and you're standing there trying to get out. Are you freaking kidding me right now?
Right. Because there's only one thing you can, for the most part, do to be irritating in an elevator, and that's it.
It's is literally, I'm trying to get out of the elevator. Obviously, you have to let a person get out for you to go in.
Right. I'm where you want to be, so let me out.
And then they try to get in, and they go, and just sit there.
Right.
You just want to point out on their ass.
Yeah.
Anyway.
90210.
All right, I will end it there. I could do this for 2 hours. Drew, it seemed like you thought of something. I'd like to give you a bonus.
All right. The few times that I'm in a theme park, it just drives me nuts if you're not walking on the right side of the sidewalk. Come on, what country are you from? Get on the right side. It's absolutely it's asinine.
Yeah,
I'm a little petty about that, and sometimes I feel like maybe that's just a military thing. But yes,
no, I'm real petty about
on
that.
the right side.
Right.
What are you doing? That'll get me.
You're at a theme park. Those people aren't from here.
Yeah, I don't care. But you're here now. You're here now. What do we got for super chats, Drew? Then we're gonna get into some ice discussion.
We've got a good question here. B. Jordan says, which SOF breeds the best and worst officers?
All of them. They all breed the best officers, and they all breed the worst officers. And I know that's not the answer you want, but that I believe that to be the right answer.
Yeah.
Jimmy, what say you?
I will say, just from my experience in the Marines, the officers, man, impeccable leadership. They will literally wait and starve to death until all their Marines, will go through the chow line. SEALs, them freaking, they call them cake eaters for a reason. Dog. Them homies will literally leave you at a AO, leave just to get on their first class ticket to get out of there. But there's some amazing SEAL officers. Some of the best I've ever seen. And then you've got you're like, damn, dude, you're out for yourself. It's both ways. It's real. That's a great answer though. You did.
Yeah, it's tough. And I'm not that guy that hates officers. I've worked with amazing officers.
Incredible.
I've worked with some turds. And
Absolute turds.
I hate it.
Jillian Sheffield says the Green Berets guys spoke very highly of you, Brett.
The who?
GBRSs? What's a GBRS?
GBRS, homie Shipley, dog.
I love it, Drew.
G-Bunny.
You're good. You're good. GBRS. They're a training good. They're a training group. My buddy DJ Shipley is part owner. Massive following.
Okay,
they're doing great things.
Yeah, all right. DJ's cool, man.
Those great guys spoke very highly of you, Brett. I trained with them in 2025, training with Kyle in August. Want to train with Cag Daddy.
Oh, nice. I appreciate that. I don't know. Maybe we could time something up, and I can go train with Kyle at the same time. Me and Kyle talked about that.
Guardian Uniform Corporation, thank you very much. And back in again, he says, anyone see the hoax HSI letters sent to Texas FFLs today? I have a copy.
No. Anyone heard anything about that?
What's that? What is that?
The hoax HSI letter sent to Texas. I don't know. While we go through these, J2, you want to look that up and at least give us a summary of maybe what that is?
Perfect. L Bix says, love the podcast, brother. Can't wait for the FRCC piss bottles to drop. Get this man another Mick Ultra. Cheers from Texas.
All right. I've been in business long enough. Let me tell you how this happens. There's a few people that are halfway joking and will halfway do it.
No, yeah.
But it takes about 1,000 to 5,000 minimum to custom make anything. And then 5 people are going to buy it. And I'm going to have 4,995 custom piss bottles
it's true,
sitting on the shelf.
It's true.
But imagine all the water you'll save from not flushing. Let's see. We've got Bradley. He says, Brent, Eric Deming was on Anti-Hero Pod saying CIA has a pred feed of Red Wings. Shows Marcus running from get-go. Any truth to this? Since it's been 20, could the video be declassified? Is it worth
a FOIA?
A FOIA request.
Freedom of Information Act request. I haven't seen the feed personally. I will just say Eric Deming is not the first person to say that. But since I haven't seen it personally, I don't know. Just add a little bit more. But Eric Deming's been pretty honest and open with everything. He hasn't done anything else to make me question him. So I would lean towards believing him. But at the end of the day, I have not seen it with my own eyes.
What are they saying? They got some new video footage?
Not new, that there was that there was a Predator feed there when it went down, and the Predator feed basically showed that Marcus didn't stand and fight like he said in the book, that he ran away immediately, and that the Predator feed proves that is what they're saying.
Right.
So
Backman Union says hijackers passports, not buying it.
I think you're talking about 9/11, not buying the 9/11.
Hijackers.
I think he's basically saying. I think you're basically saying that you don't believe in that 9/11 was created by the terrorists.
But what's up, BMU? In fact, I was just on the Sean Kelly podcast. I think it's more of a. It's not most in our circle may not know who he is, but I was wearing your hat on the podcast, the black hat you sent me. Just that's random, but I thought about him.
Joe Saunders says, honest question, no jokes. As crazy as this world is, you could spin any narrative you like, any conspiracy, just saying.
You're not wrong.
Oh, you good.
I mean, you're right. I mean, when it comes down to
and
it,
they do.
And they do.
If you say it convincingly enough, with just bare minimum evidence, and it doesn't even have to be that, people are going to buy it. There's going to be a lot of people that buy.
Absolutely.
It's pretty deceptive and manipulative,
And you could run for Democratic governor if you could do that.
Hi-oh.
Aldo back in says, overthinking plus other people's ideas equal nonsense.
Right.
There's truth to that. Lone Star Oil Gas says, first responder catheter company filling a piss bottle near you.
A catheter. Oh, that hurts thinking about it.
Well, I know what that's like. I had a terrible catheter thing. They had to use a garden hose from me. I'll tell you that much right now.
Okay.
Stop. Sorry, I had to throw that in.
Holy Fook says, Brent, have any of the guests ever dropped a deuce during the break on the live?
What the heck, bro?
I don't know. Maybe, but I don't think so. Everyone's usually come back pretty quick. You were gone questionably.
I think that's why the question was asked, because when we came back on, he was gone for a little while.
Were you?
What, was I gone?
You weren't here when we started back up.
Really?
Yeah.
God, I hope I didn't say anything crazy. I was rambling around for 5 minutes.
Okay.
And I wasn't taking a shit, by the way.
Okay. All right. There we go.
I can't. I'm on these certain peptides that don't. You don't ever have to use the rest of the weekend.
Aldo back in. Liberals are gay. All of them. No exceptions.
All of them. No exceptions.
Some truth to that, too.
It's an absolute.
Absolute.
It's terrible, bro.
He's a Sith.
All of them.
They're
no
all
exceptions.
gay.
gosh.
100%.
Okay.
Especially the gay ones.
Oh, God.
All right. At Six's mom back in says, what annoys me are people in the first world thinking they have third world problems.
Isn't that the truth?
Gosh, take a look.
A great way to phrase that, too.
Take a look around, people. You make your own problems. Also, people who say, oh, yeah, aloha from that special place. I'm not going to say it anymore.
Kauai.
Well, Kauai, but they don't. Six's mom doesn't like it. Kauai. They say they're from there, and it's not Kauai. It's Kauai, I believe.
No, dude, come on, man.
Six's mom is a Patreon member, and she is
paying. Okay, that's right.
She is signed up for something that we cannot say for free.
Yeah. All right. KD says having a piss bottle that's full and having to piss. That's what annoys him.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that is annoying for sure.
Let's see. Sergeant Promotable. Thank you for the love, man. Really, really appreciate that. Jimmy versus Brent arm wrestling match. Who's going to win? Great podcast, boys. Got to meet Vanessa at SHOT Show after she answered my 100s of questions about FRCC. Please ask her to accompany a Marine to a ball.
Dude, Brent's jacked.
Oh, Elvis, I can't help falling for the song. Oh, I can't help falling. All right, $50. First
$50.
outro song. There it is.
Oh, that is... I
came in here. Brent's looking jacked, dog. I was standing next to him. I was like, dang, son, you been working out or what?
He's been drinking his milk.
I'll tell you what may be an irrational fear that I have. I don't arm wrestle people anymore. When I went to
I think it's dumb.
No, I love a good competition,
really?
To be honest with you. But here's the thing.
Maybe, yeah.
When the plate in my arm was not agreeing with my body, and I was like, hey, this thing hurts unbelievably. Like, can we take it out? And they're like, I wouldn't suggest it. And I was like, I didn't ask. I didn't say it quite like this, but it wasn't far from it. And I was like, hey, I didn't ask if you would suggest it or not. Can we take this plate out of my arm?
Right.
It hurts. And he basically was like, well, I understand it might be a little uncomfortable. And I'm thinking, I've done the hardest things in the military. If I'm complaining about something, it's pretty bad.
Facts.
It's pretty bad.
Facts.
And I, in a nicer way, said that to him. And he was like,
facts.
And he's like, well, I really suggest you don't. And I was like, I'm asking you straight up, if I ask you to do this, will you take this out? I'm done with it. That's the question. And he goes, yes, I will take it out, but I suggest you don't. I said, please take it out.
So he did.
And he was like, I really, and he took it out. And he was like, you will break your arm one day. He goes, and don't blame me. That's after he took it out. Like, that was his bedside manners. I had someone else later say, that's absolutely not true. Like, eventually, like, bones grow, which I do know from that. Kinda. And when they grow, they calcify even harder.
Yeah, that's right.
That's true. Like, while there were screw holes in your bones, like, you may have had a higher, but at some point they're going to fill in, and your arm will actually be stronger than it's ever been, like, bone wise. But because of that whole thing, like, I just have this in my mind, like, I'm going to arm wrestle someone, or sometimes when I'm on the bench, like, doing something heavy, I just have this fear that my arm bone is going to snap.
Sounds like he didn't want to take it out. And
he did not want to take it out. But and what's funny, I have it here somewhere. I'll show it to you. When they bent it,
what did you get a plate in for?
When I got shot, it shot through my bone and it broke it in 100 pieces. And so I was missing like 3 to 4 inches of bone. When they curved it around my elbow, like this curved part, they basically somehow, I guess they just like go back and forth and then it kind of snaps. But what they're supposed to do is this, and then polish that edge. Right. They didn't. And it had all these jagged edges. And so every time my arm opened, the jagged edges of that would dig into my tricep muscle and tendon. And when they eventually found that out, my Delta Force PA, my squadron PA, was like, if you were a civilian, you'd be a millionaire right now. That's malpractice.
Of course.
It's like, dang it.
Dude, I don't think people realize how many Tier 1 and on the vanilla side guys are injured like bad injuries like that. Walking around, like I remember I screamed and I had a fractured ankle.
Yeah.
And for some stupid reason, one of my guys told me, make sure you tell him that when you screen. And I went over to the guy, the officer. He was an O. I said, hey, I just want to let you know I have a fractured ankle. And he pulled up his camis and he had a titanium just rod for a leg. And he said, what's your excuse again? And I was like, all right. Well, maybe you had a screw loose, you'd be complaining, but no, but seriously, it's serious, man. A lot of injuries over there.
Yeah.
Freaking tubes in the ears, all kinds of.
It's a career, even not even a career, just years of it. It's fast. It's amazing how fast the injuries start to pile up.
Right.
It's crazy.
All right, it was the dog. All right, Bo is in. Earlier, Bo was in the chats, and he said that one thing that annoys him is people that call the state of Florida great.
Why? What's up, man? Riffraff is
It's
from
a little
Florida.
bit of an inside joke because Bo's from Texas, and people from Texas always call it the great state of Texas.
Right.
And so when I was on the podcast with him, I referred to it as the great state of Florida. And I let him know, I was like, by the way, whenever I refer to Florida, like in the last couple of years, I've always referred to it as the great state of Florida. And one of the reasons I do it is because of Bo. He always calls it the great state of Texas. I'm like, you know what? You're not the only one that can say that. And so that's
the Liver King said he was a Texan, but I know he's from Puerto Rico originally.
Is he?
Yeah, it's crazy.
I don't know.
And that bothers me though when someone says they're a Texan, but because they've lived there for a couple of years. It's like you've got to at least do some of your time in Texas. I mean, I was born in West Texas. I can say I don't ever say I'm a Texan, but to say you're a Texan, I mean, he was hardcore about it. I'm a Texan, damn it. It's like, well, you're born in Puerto Rico. What the hell's going on here? You got to do your time, homie, before you start claiming that stuff.
Okay. Here's my question to you.
Yeah.
Are you ready for it?
Go, yeah.
And we'll just take this scenario exactly, but obviously this happens all the time. If you were born in Puerto Rico and you moved to Texas, you're born in Florida, you moved to Texas, can you ever call yourself a Texan?
How long do you have to live in Texas to be a Texan?
I think you will have to have done something like Sam Houston in the Alamo or something. Like you can't just
high bar.
You can't just freaking roll up in Texas and no. I think you need a certain amount of years before you. Because for me, if you say I'm a Texan, it's like you're saying you were born in Texas, or you might want to be there for maybe 10 years.
I'll give it to you. Yeah,
I don't know. What do you think? What do you think, Brandon? Is that kind of that kind of some kind of pride ego thing I have going on?
No, I agree with you. But in a weird way, I appreciate someone who wants to like have early ownership. Like I love that more than the other thing. Because I would hate for someone to live there for 30 years and be like, I'm Puerto Rican. Then I would say, are you? Because you spent more time here in Texas than you have Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
So I think it's I won't call it a tightrope. There's a balance to it.
And if you're from Austin, are you really from Texas? If you're from Austin?
Well,
because that's not regular Texas.
A lot of people want to claim they're from Texas, like they were born there. They want to act like it, but I know that they're not.
No,
but I don't call them out on it.
If you're from Texas, I would prefer you not call yourself a Texan because I feel like it's a facade. You have to say specifically, I'm from Austin. You have to say that.
Yeah, if you're from Austin,
so
Texas,
I know who I'm dealing with.
You have an asterisk.
All right, let's keep it going.
All right, Bo says finishing song for $200. Charlie Daniels, Every Time I See Him. Okay. Guardian Uniform Corporation says I posted the hoax HSI letter in Patreon. And did you find anything out about that, Jimmy?
I didn't find the letter. I Battlecock Actual on January 29th, 2026, posted a photo of a letter taped to the door of Steadfast Tactical in Texas at 1 a.m., describing it as declaring a suspension of 2A rights and ordering illegal actions from the FFL. What else we got here? On January 30th, and clearly fake due to formatting errors, lack of authority. And basically they were trying to use Kristi Noem as the one authoring the letter.
Okay.
It's really such a sad situation right now with AI. I think AI is like badass. My girl uses ChatGPT. She's in a relationship with this guy on ChatGPT. I thought she was. I was taking a shower. I heard this guy's voice and she's talking to him like, and then what do you want to do? And do this and then. I'm like, what the hell? And then I go in there and it's Mr. ChatGPT, you know. My point is AI. I think AI with the internet in 5 years, it's gonna freaking just destroy us because you don't know what's real anymore. You know, you can drum up documents
so annoying.
like this.
I hate it. I love it. And it's like anything else that with technology, social media.
It's like the internet.
Social media has been great. Let's walk it back to the internet. Internet's been great. One of the best things, one of the best advances that we've had. Also, one of the worst things for humankind.
Yeah.
Social media. A great thing. I know of Charlie Kirk because social media. I can promote my business without having to.
That's how I make a living, dude.
Through social media.
Right.
Like there's so many actual. Also, social media. One of the worst things about this culture, and now AI. It answers questions. It writes things for me. It helps me in so many ways, and it's also one of the worst things. I can't even tell what's real anymore. It's crazy.
No.
I'm hoping that's real because I pulled that up in Grok.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
That's what I'm saying. There's so much disinformation out there.
Drew, let's jump over. Let's talk about ice just for a second.
Baby.
Vanilla ice.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Vanilla ice.
Let's go to set the stage. Let's go to the blue. Was it blue something party? Keep going. Yep. This guy right here. No, Drew. That's. Oh, I'm sorry. That is Blue Jeans Party. You know, we are doing that. I'm sorry. I got messed up. You were correct.
Okay.
Let's go. This is sickening to me. They're yelling, punch her. And this man is about to. I hate to say it. I don't know what she's done. I don't care what she's done. Jump kicked her in her back.
In the back.
Who is this girl?
Apparently a female journalist. And clearly she's a journalist. She has the cameras.
Gosh.
The problem is, I guess she's just not on their side.
That's
And there's police. I hope that policeman snippet was something far away. All right, let me start. And this is a little bit why I started out with that. Let me tell you. Don't get me wrong. There will be bad parts to almost anything. Christianity's the purest thing in this world. True Christianity is. And there are bad representations of Christianity. Horrible. Yes or no? Of course. Horrible. But I will tell you this. The larger, it's a weird way to say it, but the larger your minority is and louder they are, it's a representation of you. It just is. Because if you are noble, if your cause is true and you are
right
and you are moral, there will always be fringe elements, but they should be small, because what will happen is the moral majority will crush them and want to separate them and keep them small. So you kind of track what I'm saying. So the problem is, when you have something like that and that many people that all think it's a good idea to yell punch her in the face and kick this girl in the back and want to beat her like that, I know that your movement are full of pieces of crap, and I don't respect your movement.
Crap, yeah. I have a prediction for 2026.
Okay.
And I mean, seriously, and I hate to say this, but my prediction, and I would, if you know, if I was I am a betting man, but whatever. if I, you know, I believe that ICE is going to be, there's going to be hits carried out on ICE. And I believe there's going to be actual ICE agents shot, much like a mass shooter against ICE agents. It's coming. I can't believe it hasn't happened yet at these protests, which I believe are not protests.
I can't argue that. I hate to say it.
You know what I mean? It's got to
argue that.
escalate to that. It's on the verge of that.
Right. That's where it's going.
Unless it's quelled.
Right. That's where it's going. For it not to go there, something would have to interject to throw that trajectory off.
Right.
And there's nothing right now.
Right.
That has. In fact, which kind of dovetails into my next point. Drew, pull up the next one with Republican Army. This stat, actually, it shouldn't surprise me as much as it does, but it do. I want you to look at this. In Texas, and the average state of Texas, 88,000 illegals have been arrested.
Dang.
34,000 in Florida, 13,000 in New York, 12,000 in Georgia. And I believe they didn't put it on here. I'm going to ask again. Can you find out how many have been arrested in Minnesota?
Minnesota.
I believe it's less than 10,000. We'll see if that holds true, but we'll continue until he can confirm that, or right around that number. If you'd have gone by what the media and the stories and everything else, you would think that Minnesota is just like ground zero for all the deportations, but they're not.
Right. It's complete deception. And that might be skewing my thoughts. Maybe the problem, because it's on TV and you're in social media world so much, maybe the problem is so isolated, like you were saying earlier on the podcast, in Minnesota, that there's not going to be a mass shooting like that because it's not trickling out in there.
But if it happens, but it'll be there if it happens.
It will be there if it happens.
What's the number?
The White House announced on February 4th, 2026, a milestone of more than 4,000.
Oh my gosh.
Get
4,000.
4,000.
4,000. 2 people have died because of it. There's riots. Everything's going on because of 2,000. We don't have an ICE. You have the whole Grammys talking about F ICE, and they're saying this because of what's in the news and what's happened because of the protesters and the rioters, and it's pretty much all the negativity is really stemming from Minnesota. ICE isn't the problem. Maybe Minnesota's the problem.
I'll tell you what, the numbers are picking up though, because on January 19th they were only at 3,000. So,
dang.
I mean,
gosh. Yeah, we have a Minnesota problem.
Serious
Fraud.
Minnesota problem.
The fraud, the Leering centers.
I love a good Leering center.
Who's representing them is a problem. From House of Representatives to their governor to their mayor is a problem.
Dude, they better be careful because they're starting to link some of these. I can't remember what his name is. He's very vile. He's a liberal actor. He's always on. He's always he's super against ICE. And they've linked.
It could be anyone.
That's
any one of them.
99% of the males in Hollywood.
They've linked him to kind of indirectly but directly supporting these extremist groups that are not. And if they tie that to him, he can be held liable for that.
Here's what's at the end of the day. And this, I just watched a video. It really kind of summed it up for me. And what they'll tell you all the time is, well, they're just here for a better life. Like as if you wanting them to have a better life makes you the a-hole. I mean, really, that kind of sums up their argument outside the ridiculous. And that's the best argument they have. The stolen land argument is just wild and hard to take serious. So Drew, pull up the next one with old Womp Tomp. And let's see if this doesn't maybe change your mind or think of different perspective of, hey, they're just here for a better life.
But they came here looking for a better life. Yeah, fucking obviously they did. Everybody wants a better life. Who cares? What do you mean? The rapist rapes because he wants better coochie. Everybody wants better stuff than they had before. The burglar's in your house because he wants better things. He wants a plasma flat screen TV. Is it theirs or is it somebody else's? Like, are we 11 years old? But it's in their self-interest. Yeah, what? Obviously. I know you would have a better life here, but I would have a better life if you weren't here. Because we already have a thing here. We do things a certain way. You're not really one of us. So fuck you. I know you would enjoy my stuff. Like, I know you would like my house and the things in it. I know a lot of people would like to bang my girlfriend. I'm not going to let you do that, though. And it's not your right because you want to. Why is that different for communities, for a group of people with a shared way of life? You don't just get to insert yourself into it. Go back to your shitty old one. We don't want you bringing that here.
It's a little more vulgar than things we normally put on this podcast. Yeah. But I hate to say it. I couldn't find something that sent a message more clear.
But the temperature's right.
But immigration is not what it used to be. They used to come here to literally adopt our ways, adopt our flag. Look at Arnold Schwarzenegger. He was just on The View. Yeah, he did a great speech about that, how he came here as a guest. And when you come as a guest, you clean up after yourself. You respect them with all you have. And look at what he did with his life by doing so. But now they're coming to not just not adopt our culture. They're coming here to literally, in a way, destroy it, especially the bad actors.
I just don't know a better way to put it. But it's not that I mind anyone coming here. I really don't. One, do it legally, and two, when you get here, and I don't care what what anyone would tell you, like, oh, you can't have that. That's such a horrible mindset to have. I've gotten old enough where I don't care. I actually know what I'm about to say is right. I don't care. Speak our language. That doesn't make me racist. Speak our language.
Of course not.
Even Obama said that,
dude.
You're in our country. You need to assimilate for the better of our whole country, and you cannot assimilate if you don't speak our language. So one, speak our language. I got a couple. Two, quit flying the flag of the country you came from. Just stop doing it. You can't be more proud of where you came from and then sit here and say, hey, I want to be an American.
Yeah.
I want to make this place better. You want to make this place better? Speak this language, fly this flag. This is the new boat we're on. Okay? And then three, stop bringing your old ways and your old culture with you. And saying, hey, well, this is how, I want you to learn about my culture. Hate to say it, I don't care about your culture. Your culture was crappy. That's why you left it. That's why you're here.
And what
just sit here and learn about our culture, because our culture sent a man to the moon. Your culture made you leave it. And everyone can hate what I just said as much as they want. I'm not wrong. And if more people did that, we'd be in a better place.
And what's crazy, well, the most insane thing to me is they look at our inclusion methods as weakness. So the very people that are including them with everything, they look at that from their cultural standpoint as total weakness. And so they take advantage of it.
They're exploiting it. Absolutely.
They great. They do everything. They to the extreme stuff because they look at it as total weakness.
Yeah.
They exploit it.
They absolutely do.
So going back to the ICE thing in Minnesota, look, there's, only 4,000. I put up a post on Facebook today. It says, weird that ICE is operating in dozens of states, but it only gets violent in the one where we just uncovered $1 billion fraud ring with probable links to the governor. I mean, that's not a stretch. I had a libtard get on there and post a reply on that. And they said, it gets violent in states on Trump's enemies list, meaning they voted Democrat. I said, that's not the only blue state, buddy. But hey, what can you say with liberal logic? But I mean, it's no coincidence that what's happening in Minnesota is happening at the same time that all this fraud is uncovered. None of the other states have it.
It's quite the coincidence.
Quite the coincidence.
I'll give you that.
I mean, basically, fuck around and find out too. Like, let's just face it. Like you go, like I was telling you today, you go, yes, you have every right to carry a firearm. I would say everybody has a right to carry a firearm, whatever the case. But okay, let's say you have a license. You have every right. That right, basically, you might die if you go spit at police officers. And I know that sounds crazy and extreme, but it's not the fact that you spit at police officers, is that you think that them as a human being with authority and a badge is always going to, have a strict parameters and hold back. But they may not hold back. You start in a big fisticuff fight with them, tussling on the ground with a pistol on you, and they see that, and then shit hits fan.
You want to talk about just a really bad argument? If you ask me, someone tried to connect those dots, and someone's like, "Oh, but you were all about Second Amendment. Like you want people to bear arms, and now when the left bears arms, you want them killed." Okay, you want to talk about cherry picking? Let me tell you the difference between the 2A community and that liberal carrying a gun.
Yeah,
let me tell you the difference, and it's stark, huge. Stark. Are you a adamant 2A defender and promoter? I'd imagine you are.
Yes.
Do you? Maybe not every day. Do you carry a gun often?
Oh yeah, I have to now. I've got death threats on me. I've got guys that literally have met me on the street, man.
Okay. How many times have you showed up to a protest armed and then decided to get into a fight with police officers?
It's freaking insane.
Show me the 2A community that shows up armed and then armed decides to fight police officers. Now you can come back at me and go, well, it's not illegal to have a gun and fight police officers. Well, one, yes, it is. It's called resisting arrest. Yeah. Okay, so you're doing something illegal with a firearm. I'm not saying that warrants a death sentence. It's not what I'm saying. But this is what I'm saying. There's a lot of things that are legal that are just a bad idea. You could go swimming with sharks. It's legal to go swimming with sharks.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
You think it's a good idea?
Hell no.
It's not a good idea.
No,
just because it's legal doesn't mean it's a good. There's a lot of things that are legal that aren't good ideas and have consequences.
That's what I'm saying.
You're an idiot, sir.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Go with your weapon. Go to your protest with your weapon, but don't be surprised if it's lights out, taking a dirt nap forever, if you get a tussle with the police. Like, come on, man.
And we've covered this time and time again about the left desperately wanting to have their golden boy, like their person that is their martyr.
Their martyr,
right,
bro.
And it wasn't George Floyd. He was a piece of crap. George Floyd was a piece of crap. It wasn't almost any of them. It wasn't Brown. Also, hands up, don't shoot was a lie. That guy was a piece of crap. And guess what? They're trying to paint this guy as a martyr.
That
and
went
it's
out
not
the window.
this guy either. He wasn't a nurse. He had got fired from his job. The video of him before kicking the taillight out of a government law enforcement vehicle shows the type of person you are.
And a lot of people say, well, that doesn't mean he needs to be murdered. It's like, no,
and he wasn't murdered
then.
And he wasn't murdered then.
No. Yeah, it wasn't murdered then. But it's a chain of events that are leading. It's very, very obvious and telltale.
It shows you this isn't the poster child. This is a bad person. And surprise, play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Right. You're not a martyr. You're an idiot.
Yeah, everybody has seen the same video that I have. And when in resisting a crowd of law enforcement, even when they took his gun away from him, right after they said gun, gun. And while he's resisting arrest, he reaches to his side. He reaches to his waist while he's... while gun just got yelled at. And so those guys had reasonable cause to be in fear of danger. That's what happens.
And as always, you think you can do a better job? Go do it.
Yeah.
Oh, you won't? Okay.
But I think it's funny that the people that are against the 2A are defending his rights to carry a gun. In this thing, The View was all over it. He didn't do anything wrong. He had a gun. He had a license. But when it's the other way around, I can't believe he had this.
That's right. If that had been a right side guy, they would have been, you're an idiot for having a gun.
And the video that they're posting is when the 2A people are carrying their guns, but they didn't do anything. And then they post the other video of
They're not fighting cops.
They're not doing anything.
I posted, so Black Scout Survival, he posted that video early on that everybody said was AI. They just kicking the car and spinning. I posted it right after him, and even me, I was like, "Dang, I hope that's not AI." But I contacted a couple people, and they were like, "Dude, it's not AI. I promise." I was like, "Okay." So I posted it. So everybody's like, so these guys are like, it's whatever fits their narrative. They'll adjust their story. They said, "Oh, that's AI," as in, okay, if it was him kicking it, that's pretty bad. But then when they confirmed it wasn't AI, they changed their story to, well, that doesn't mean he needs to be murdered. You know what? Everybody has a bad past. You know what? He spit kind of towards the officers. No. He spit on the car, whatever, and he kicked the freaking taillight out, dog. Come on, man.
I know.
I feel like he got plenty of chances, actually. He got some great chances.
He did. You know we can't hear you without a microphone, Magnum.
He pushed the officer before he got hemmed up.
Yeah, dog.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't do that. We're running over a little bit, but that's actually just because it's not necessarily on our theme. I just like the video, and this is how I want to end the night. Because of this, we talked about how divisive, the left and the right are, and we talked about how divisive, divided we are with ICE, and it would make you think we were falling apart at the seams. Drew, go to IG, and it's the bottom one right there. Whoop. Now the top one. Now the middle one.
That girl.
Oh, that's a girl.
What is that?
You see this motherfucker?
What's the can say, Davian?
No, don't. You drink grape shit all the time. You're not gonna fucking do this to me and make me have to be the nigga with the grape Kool-Aid and shit all. You gave it to me.
You gave it.
Absolutely. This is why we don't have nice shit. This is exactly why. I'm still gonna drink this motherfucker.
That's fine. I'm still
You're gonna like it too.
I'd be drinking it with you, man. I love grape.
Man, damn, it's good.
That's what I loved about the Marine Corps in the military in general, is because we called them, there were no niggas, crackers. There were freaking green Marines.
That's right.
There was you're colorblind. You don't have any time for that.
Yeah.
And you're either a freaking performer, a sled dog, or you're a piece of shit, no matter what.
Yeah.
No matter what color you are or whatever it is, man. And so that's what I loved about that. So this is all, they basically drummed all of this up.
Yeah.
The actual left, I hate to say it, but man, they created the situation that we're in now, where there's kind of real racism out there now, where it was fading away into the past.
I already said I'm not a conspiracy theorist, and I'm not, but I'm also not completely naive. I believe that they do drum it up, and I do believe
they started this.
They want it, and they need it, to meet their narratives. But that video, that's America. That's actually America. We got white guys working with black guys.
Yeah,
the white guy
100%.
The white guy set him up with a Kool-Aid drink, and he's like, "You guys aren't going to film this and make me look like that." Yeah. And like, no, you got to do it. I mean, just because, almost like the military, you could tell those are blue collar workers.
Right.
They sweat together.
Yeah.
They probably, to some degree, bleed together
Right.
At work. They put in long hours together. That's a group of sled dogs.
Sled dogs.
Homie. And there's no racism between those guys, because the only two people they see are good Americans and bad Americans. All they see are good guys and bad guys. They care less what your skin color is, and that's America. And I love, and it's not I said I want to kind of end on this and show that
Right.
because we haven't lost it. It's still there. The news can show you all the divisive crap that they want to, but that's not all of America. In fact, that's the minority of America.
That's right.
How many times have you went to the gas station and opened the door for a black woman?
I've opened the door for many people.
Probably every time there was a black woman behind you,
Damn
you
right.
opened the door.
Oh
for
yeah,
her.
man. Yeah, I'm like, yes, ma'am.
I'm gonna
No,
just throw it
ma'am.
out there. Is that
Right.
correct?
Of course, yeah.
I'm gonna go, Drew.
Yeah.
Do you open the door for black people and black women?
Absolutely.
Jimmy too.
Yes. Of
You
course.
as well. Magnet, don't screw this up.
Just see it go. We're all like this, like, man.
Hey,
But to be fair, he doesn't do it for his own girlfriend.
I was about to say 1 out of 5 ain't bad, and that actually proves my point. Okay.
You know what I hate? I hate when I open up the door for someone and they don't say thank you.
Oh, that one gets me.
The lightning round is over.
bro,
The lightning round's over, I was told.
Never over.
That was on the list.
Really?
That was on the list. Absolutely. If I open the door for you, and I don't care who you are, old, young,
Dude, I'm so
male,
respectful to people,
female. Man. No. And again, I'm slightly petty. If you don't say thank you, I'm gonna tell you you're welcome. And with you're welcome.
Funny. Yeah.
With the welcome that you know you should have said thanks.
Here's my
I don't do it every time.
That's
but
kind of
I do
messed.
it.
Yeah,
I do it
that's
sometimes.
good though, dude. They need to hear that. They need to be checked.
I'm a little petty like my brother. I will say, I would say like almost every man I've ever opened a door for
Yeah.
out of courtesy has almost always said thank you.
Oh, for sure.
Oh,
yeah.
right.
But when it comes to women,
Yeah.
maybe a little more than half say thank you.
Because they expect it.
Why?
Just wondering.
Why do you think that is? You think it's because they expect it? What's
That
your
is
guess?
weird, dude.
And you're right. Yeah, you're actually right.
I'm not going to try to get into a woman's head, man. No, I gave that up a long time ago, and my marriage is so much better
Dude,
for it.
I try to show people with the utmost respect everybody I meet, because I know if I do pop off and things get really bad, I know that no matter what, okay, I didn't start it. I was respectful. This guy came at me. This whatever happened.
Yeah.
So at least I can have that buffer there, knowing in my conscience, no, I was respectful. If people get offended at me sometimes in my DMs, or I'll call somebody out, people get so offended. But if you just look at the record, they always start it with Jimmy. They'll always start the jab, and then when the bully gets knocked out or gets punched on the playground, they're so offended. They're crying like, "How could you?"
Yeah.
It's like, well, check what you said to me, and you'll see where it came from.
Yeah. I'm. Jimmy,
What's up?
where can people find you?
Mighty Warrior 283. And then, of course, launched my peptide company, man. MightyWarriorPeptides.com. Come over, see me. I don't have AI responding to you. It's really me. I'll respond to you. I care about you. We got some freaking badass solutions, man.
You got banned from TikTok.
Permanently banned from TikTok.
I don't know if I ever asked you, why did TikTok ban you?
I don't know. I lost 1 million followers last year, basically because I just speak my truth.
Did they tell you exactly what? Did they ever tell you what it was for?
It started when I said, and I don't even want to say here, like it started when McAfee, when I said, well, the McAfee dead man switch was a lot of the dirt that he had was on a woman with the first letter H.
Okay,
that rhymes with her, and for some reason that's when I went from 2 million views a video, 400,000 to 2 million every single video to 200 views.
Wow,
that's when I knew shadow ban. Then they started wanting to be, and then Charlie Kirk came around, and as soon as I mentioned the Charlie Kirk stuff, I was already after 400,000 on TikTok. They really start hitting you.
Okay,
and then they took off my count of 800,000 something, and then my Facebook got wiped out.
That's crazy. That is crazy. So what are you on right now? What platforms are you on there?
Instagram, YouTube, but Instagram is my bread and butter, man. I'm on there all the time, guys. And I really appreciate you listening to me tonight, and Brent having me on your show, guys.
Loved it,
man. It's very humbling, man. I appreciate y'all.
Loved it. Magnet, what do you got?
Nothing. No, you can find me on Lion Arms _Lion Arms, and on my website is www.lionarmsusa.com.
All right.
Message me up.
J2, anything you want to say closing?
Glad to be here. Thank you guys for always having me, man. I really appreciate it.
Glad for having you.
It's awesome.
Drew, take us home. What do you got, brother?
Oh man, Jesus Christ is Lord, and that's what life is all about. It's not, man, everything else is just secondary. Nothing else counts. But also go to frcc.shop. Drink our coffee.
That's my brother. All right, we have a clear winner tonight for the outro.
You gonna read the super chats as we end?
Oh,
just a few left.
Oh yeah, we got a few left. Thank you, Drew.
I like this one. Brent Huberty said things that annoy me: being from Minnesota and everyone thinks we're all liberal cucks.
That is unfortunate.
Aldo, I've taken 2-minute deuces before. It's doable. Salvador Bolonos says, as George Constanza said, it's not a lie if you believe it. Brent, what's your Super Bowl pick?
Oh, that is a good one. That is a good question.
I'm always going Patriots. I don't care.
I'm going to go Patriots just out of my bias. And although I think the Seahawks are dang near unbeatable, I mean, they are on a tear. But guess what? This is why we watch sports. This is why we love it. Going for the Patriots underdog.
Yeah. Niels Locum says, so Bert, you're saying your arm is not combat related. Just kidding. Jimmy, I have to apologize. Saw you on Antihero. Wasn't a fan watching you. Now you're a good guy.
Yeah, well, I don't need you to tell me that, but thanks. Freaking clown. I'm joking, bro. I'm joking, dude. Damn,
and now he hates you again.
He's like, dang, man.
You just had him and you lost him.
That relationship lasted about 10 seconds.
Neil, always go with your first gut feeling about somebody.
Thank you, bro. Looks are deceiving, man. So thanks, man.
That was nice saying, Neil.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
Mr. Plight says, hope everyone is doing great. Been busy with health issues and finally am catching alive. When you're having a bad time, just remember Exodus chapter 4. Brent, when are we going to get an OSS or Wild Bill video? Love you all.
Oh man, I should probably redo it for this channel. I did a history of special forces, which included the OSS, but it was focused on the history of the Green Berets, and of course the OSS is a part of that. But I should probably redo that and expand it. So I'll definitely put that on the list.
Aldo back again says vulgarity is just unvarnished candidness.
There's some truth to that. There's some
he's
truth
had
to
a lot
that.
of some truth stuff in here. It's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
All right, Joe Saunders, this is the last one of the night. Says, when in Rome, that's America, do as the Romans do. Just saying.
That old saying holds true.
Sure does.
In this scenario.
More
All right.
now than ever. Oh, I actually have a poll, Brent.
Oh, what is your poll?
I actually have a poll. Was the shooting justified up there? And it is 2/3 yes. So 67% say yes, 33% say no. The shooting in Minnesota.
There were two shootings.
Well, the last
in
one,
general, the last one.
The latest shooting. The latest shooting is what was asked specifically.
And this is, and again, I get it. I just of sorts railed against it of how it was justified. But you know what? For the third that said it wasn't, I understand that. I do. I understand that. In fact, you could make that argument with both. I understand that. Now, I clearly side with what happened with the police being justified, but I'm not here to call you crazy for thinking differently. That is an opinion, and this isn't me just not having a stance or trying to placate. That's not what I'm doing, because I'll give you my opinion.
Because they could be right. I always go back to it's how you perceive it at the time you were there. It's not really up to us how we feel. It's what he felt inside. And if he can truly say he felt like his life was in danger, that's right, by his thinking that he's going for it, maybe he doesn't have the training we do, Brent, and the outcome is different, right?
Right. And this is the difference, and it really is. And I'm not saying that everyone thinks and acts like I can't speak for the right, but I just said you can have a different opinion, and I actually and I mean this. Like I can understand. There are some different opinions that are just stupid. And I'll tell you if it's stupid.
Dumb.
I'm telling you I think everyone in this room, I can't speak for everyone, probably not Magnet, that will agree, yes, although I disagree with you, I understand how you could have that opinion. And we can debate it. And you can leave with that opinion. And I don't think less of you, if hopefully you can articulate that, and we're good. But the reverse is not true, generally speaking. For the people who believe that the shooting was unjustified, they think your opinion is justified, is stupid, and you're an idiot if you think any other way.
Right.
And that's the difference between the two sides. If we're going to generalize it. And I hate when people say, well, you can't generalize. No, I can. Watch, I just did.
Oh, there's been, you know how many families have been probably broken up relationships and stuff because of this one shooting, that if you it's so divisive that people they're not intelligent enough to say, you know what, because me and you disagree, we can still be friends. You don't have to unfollow her and say, I'm never following you again, because we have different, it takes, man.
I'm not going to justify the shooting, but if he didn't put himself in that situation, it wouldn't have happened.
Always.
Again.
Always.
This is a fact.
Regardless of, you can go all the way back to any BLM riot shooting. You can go to, the ICE shootings. All you have to do is take one step back and say, well, don't be in this position. And none of this would have happened. It all has to do with resisting our law enforcement personnel. It has to stop. Stop resisting authority.
Right. It's pretty damn biblical, actually. Like really biblical, like in the Bible.
It's so simple. Yet they can't figure it out. They can't figure it out. All right. Thank you guys. Thanks for watching. It's been the fun live I thought it would be with you, Jimmy.
Thank you,
and
man.
That is the
Thank
truth.
you, guys.
Hey, you are more than welcome to come back on a live, and I hope you do. It better not be as long as last time that I've seen you. Come back.
I know
on the
it
show,
was a while, man.
Yeah,
it was a while.
Yeah. In fact, and we're going to talk tonight. There's some ideas I have. I want to do a couple like collaborations with you and make this a little bit more of a thing, because I think we do a good job of if the grifters can come together and support each other.
Dude.
We actually do a really bad job in general of sticking together.
Right.
The guys who actually saw war, the guys who actually did things, the guys who are actually honest about everything we've done. It's not that we don't support each other. We're just so focused on what we do.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, oddly enough, the grifters were really good.
They're freaking
about
good,
supporting each other and
they collab,
building each other up and collabing. And I think we can do a better job of it.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, we long for being in a tribe, a brotherhood, and we miss that. But then we just get kind of isolated and do our own. You know what I mean?
Ourselves.
Yeah,
yeah. So I'm looking to fix that with the almost issue in a new version of Vet Bros, because I almost want to take that term back. There's nothing wrong with being a vet. And there's nothing wrong with being a bro.
Hell no.
But yet it is turned into a negative,
it's a derogatory
slur. Like, that dude's such a vet, bro.
Whoa, yeah, dude.
Hold on.
What's up?
So I'm gonna take it back. They can't have that word. You can't.
No,
but
taking that back.
Decent people have to step into those shoes for them to care that that's not a bad word anymore.
That's right.
Anyway, that's.
Love it, man.
That's my soapbox. That's my soapbox. That's my last idea.
Well, Six's mom has a message for you there, and a $100 super chat. She says, "One last try. I can't afford to keep trying. Wish you were here by Pink Floyd."
You're getting it. You kidding me?
That's great.
Six's mom. You are getting it. And guess what?
That was nice.
Bo, I know the man wouldn't mind. We're doing 2 songs. And Bo wouldn't mind at all, even though
Bo would open the door for Six's mom.
Absolutely, even though he's from the average state of
the
Texas.
Average state.
He does not care.
He's a Texan.
All right, here's the time
above average
of the show where we read all the comments and just hang out. OSS basically split into CIA and Special Forces. Frank, you are correct. There is one service that actually added to that, and that was the Force Special Forces Service. That actually also that was Canada and United States.
Yeah,
and both of those contributed to Special Forces. But he is right about OSS and CIA. Not to be nerdy about it, but
Brent's so
you're
smart,
mostly right.
dude.
You're mostly right.
Brent is smart, man.
Don't give him that.
All right.
He knows all kinds of.
No, he doesn't.
I don't know. Maybe I caught in the middle of something. Animal Mother, find a nicer me somewhere else. I can't do this anymore. Okay. I feel like I got in the middle of something there. Oh, man. And then followed up with too triggering. What do you mean he married a Russian? Well, Jimmy, I'm pretty sure that was. I don't know what was before that.
I married a Russian. Yes, it's true. She's straight up from Moscow, a Genghis Khan descendant, the murderous Genghis Khan.
Is she a spy? Yes or no?
Probably, most likely. 100%.
Okay.
She's always asking you. So what does the SDV? How big is the SDV? And how many of these operators can you put in this SDV? I'm like, babe, you think I'm really gonna blow the cover for my homies?
Oh my gosh.
She said, so you really killed Osama bin Laden, yes? I'm like, no, okay, I didn't do that, baby. She's 100%
First Special Service Force, aka Devil's Brigade. There you go. Joint Canada and U.S. Thank you, Frank. You are correct. Jay Byrne, 19W. Get some, Jimmy. Help. Whitney Hungerford. Whitney. I served with your ex-husband, Tristan Hungerford, I do believe. And she wrote butt bubbles. I don't know why.
Wait, who's that for me?
Nope, that's just butt bubbles.
Oh my God.
FRCC products are not made on stolen land, and the honey pot worked on Jimmy. The honey pot worked on you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. What's a honey pot?
Yeah.
It's when a hot girl spy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Sexually attracts you and gets you to spill the beans.
And I'm just over here spilling everything.
And you're spilling the
man.
beans.
That's right.
Jimmy, ease up on the Just for Men.
Just for men. I use the same beard dye as Osama bin Laden.
Is that a good thing? I'm going to let you take this one on Hyperion Sentry. Thoughts on MARSOC? In fact, you're the perfect person to answer that. Thoughts on MARSOC?
Thoughts on MARSOC? I think it's great. I think it's just mismanaged terribly. I caution guys. My little brother-in-law from my ex relationship, I really encouraged him, and he went far in MARSOC, did the Scout Sniper, then went to MARSOC. The problem is they recycle guys. It's like would be like taking a SEAL. He's done all this stuff, goes through all the horrible selection, all this, goes through all of his time, does 6-7 years, and then they recycle him back to the infantry.
Oh, right.
And
right.
it's just, for me, it's just, and what their concept was, some brilliant genius was like,
I know.
Hey, let's integrate these guys, and now our infantry will be like the SEALs. It doesn't work like that.
It doesn't work that way.
You can't do that.
Absolutely. I know exactly what you're talking about.
It's a phenomenal group of guys, MARSOC. I mean, badass dudes. I would caution dudes. Maybe they've made it better though.
Yeah. Just crazy. All right. Yeah, he was.
He did a lot of crazy stuff for what?
Yeah, he was a plank owner. He's one of the OGs.
That's an OG right there
for sure.
Chuck Norris stuff right there.
All right, guys, thank you so much for hanging out for another live. This one was a fun one, and it's always fun because you guys tune in. Thank you so much. Thank you, Jimmy. Thank you,
Love
crew.
y'all.
I don't get it done by myself. Thank you, Drew. You crushed it tonight. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, guys.